How's everybody doing? There's a couple of things bothering me today. Would you like me to give you my personal life? I put something away. I don't know where I put it. It's bothering me. I also know I have to go out and get something, but today's not the day, so I have to remind myself every day not to forget. Although, if I don't remind myself not to forget, there's going to be another that will remind me not to forget. I already know what my schedule is, but yet I'm going to hear it from somebody else. So, are the parrots around us good, bad? What what gives that someone should be that parrot? Irrelevant. Just give me a second. I'm looking for something. Okay, here it is. You know, as I was looking, I forgot what I was looking for, but then I remembered, so that's okay. 764 hertz frequency. Oh, too loud. Oh God. That was horrible. That was just like attacking. How's everybody doing? So, you know, I'm just making some squares. Like this is the smallest square I can do. Right? That's a square, right? But I can also, right? Create, create, well, I'm not going to do it that way. Of course not. And do it that way. I can also do it that way and that way. Isn't that 9 and that's 9? So what's the difference? Like, what's the difference? See, right now, what do I do? Like, what is this channel about? Right? Channel. What is this channel about? What do I do on this channel? What is my participation on this channel? Learning about dots and dashes, about connections, about area space. You see here it's half and half. But to complete this area space, the question is, right, where is it complete? Where is the area space complete? And then what numbers do we give it? I'm not the physics guy or the mathematician. I just write it out the way I see it. I see 3 whole and 3 halves. So what would I see? I'd see 3 plus 1.5, right? So I like to see the 3-0, right? That over here. And that'll happen 3 times or 4 times, right? Here, 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 and here. So if that happened 4 times, what would we end up with? 4 by 3, 12. 4 by 1.5, right? That would be 3 equals to 15. So my question is, did the 12 minute, right? Did the 12 length turn into a 15 inch or a 15 minute, 1/4 of the clock? I don't know. So I bring up situations. I try to understand what this really means to me. But I do know that if I did that, you see, let me show you this, right? This is the way I see it. This is just about talking about games. Nothing to do with, nothing to do with the real life, This is just a game. If you were building a game, what kind of game would you like? Would you like a game that would tell you a story about yourself? But to understand this story, wouldn't you like to understand the dynamics about the dots and the dashes that became the character letters? And like if I was going to create the letter A, like how would you create the letter A? My letter A would begin this way. Is this the smallest letter A that you can create? Now think about it. I'm going to get a drink in the kitchen, see if I can sharpen my pencil. Oh no, I unplugged the thing. I have to plug it in again. Oh, that's okay. I'll just get the drink in the kitchen. I'll get back. How's everybody doing tonight? This afternoon, this morning, or whatever time you have entered into my realm, right? Everybody knows where they are, right? Alphabet science, geometric shapes, inside the math that you use every day to cook your food, to put gas in your car, to get change, right? When you have to multiply and add and divide and look at the interest in your bank account, how does everything equate? Remember, the words we speak equate themselves as well. Everything is aligned. Maybe I'll take you over to the boiling of the water. Take my 2 minutes of breath. 21st year. 21st year at the helm of just trying to understand what was going on in my thoughts. So I decided to turn it into a game. Okay, the water is ready. The coffee bag is going into the garbage. The tea is coming out. Just give me a minute over here. So you question, why do I do this? I have a passion to know. I have a passion to see the difference about this alphabet they talk about. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, the moonwalk, the horse. You know what I'm saying? What's actually going on? So I questioned it. I decided to look into the ABC, 1, 2, 3. Understand 1 between 2 equals to 3. 1 between 2 equals to 3. And then you get that. See, if you didn't get that one, all right, if it was 4, I'm coming back. Just once. Oh, here it is. Okay, you know. Okay, so that's the one. So you can see this, right? So this is what happens when it's 4. What I showed you in the other one is binary, and this one over here is by 4s. What I did is I connected fire, then I connected earth, then I connected towards Gemini, which is air, and then I went over to number 4. And the row only consisted of 4. And then I mirrored the 4. The fourth one was water. Blessed be it and how this game. Just give me 1 second. me 2 minutes. You got any questions? I'll explain them. Sometimes I get super excited, you know, sharing. How's everybody doing? What this is in the first row, I'm just trying to, gather my energy. I much appreciate it. So what is this? What channel? Where are you? Where have you joined? Why are you here? Do you know what is your inquiring mind searching out? This is a little bit about understanding how the numbers dance amongst each other. And then after you understand the numbers, the algorithms, along with the moon, the sun, the Sumerian calendar, the Tzolk'in, the 360 degrees, where does it show up? Why is 360? Why is 36 inches a yard? Why is it used as a yard? Can I answer these questions? Why does a soccer ball have that design? What does it show beyond the design? How did the connections come together? I don't have all the answers, but I can show you a path, right, of the skeleton of the reality that it is. Only amongst all the inquiring minds and those who know how to do what is, share amongst us to know what it says amongst the artwork, the geometric shapes, the angles. Is it every 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree? Is it 4 degrees? Is it 5 degrees? Is it 6 degrees? Not 7 degrees. Maybe we'll use that in Celsius and Fahrenheit. We can use 7.5 degrees. We can talk about it and say the word is degrees is in Fahrenheit and Celsius, even though we tabled off to another dimension. Guess what? I go where the numbers go. I go where the words go. They are what they are. You cannot change the reality of the word. The alphabet. English, French, doesn't matter. Spanish, doesn't matter. Roman numerals. Even though they changed it, it is what it is. Take it as it is. You know what? Things change with the times. I change with the times as well. I use all the numbers in the association to understand the balance, trying to get myself off of the 2 sticks. Trying to get my off of the one end of a stick, right? Both ends. Oh my God, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? So I do a lot of algorithms. I want to see what's going on. I don't know who uses them, right? This is unfinished, of course. This is only one piece. This is a skeleton. What did I do here? I counted over to 4. What does 4 do? Does anybody know what 4 does? What 4 can do? What is number 4? Or each one of them up through 4? And could I have stopped at 4 and then went 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1? And should I change the number again? Well, here's what it is. What is 1, 2, 3, 4 is 9, 8, 7, 6, right? When you get that, 5 is in between. You can see where the 5 is every single time in here, although this is not clear, right? Well, let me give you the numbers. 4 times 1 is 4. So what was in the second row is now, right? 4 times 1 is 4. Now, what is the next number? It's 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Then 4 by 7 is 28. 2 and 8 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So you saw that I used 147 to recreate a disposition in 147. And if I do it with 2, 5, and 8, it'll be 4 by 2, 8. 4 by 5, 20. 2 plus 0, 2. 4 by 8, 32. 3 and 2 is 5. They all stood in the same position. The same as 4 by 3, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 4 by 6, 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 4 by 7, 28. 2 and 8. 4 by 9 is 36. 3 and 6 is 9. Excuse me. It's been a challenging day. I must be that challenger or something. So the difference between that number and 3 is 3. What 3 does is it moves everything into the third position. 4 leaves everything into the zone they are in. How is everybody this evening? How's everybody doing? Okay, so what do we want to talk about? Do I take the floor again? Do I just run my own game like I always do? I want to do more. This is not my game. This is not my game. You're not here really for the entertainment. You know that. You're not here for the entertainment. Maybe you are, but you're not. You all know you're not here, right? See, the thing is about the channel is that it's sort of Halloweeny without the scariness, but yet you create all that scariness within your own mind, right? Do you want to exit? Do you want to exit? Like you can scroll to exit in this game. So simple. But then you can come back again. I'm still going to be here. But yet if you listen to the words, in which, of course, if the credibility of what the word is and where did this word come from? What does it mean, the word? Is it because God said to Moses in Hebrew? Was it Hebrew or Arabic? I don't know what God said. Do I know? Maybe it was this and then it was that and then it was this and then it was that. You know, I don't know the juggling of anything, but I know the hieroglyphics. Can I say that? The resonance of all that is now today, and I speak it in the alphabet, ABC. They rewrote it that way. Scholars have looked at it that way. All I am doing is reading you back that same story. Is it real? It's the story. It is. Did you hear it? You did. Tell me you didn't hear it. Tell me you don't know the name Moses, Moise. You never heard of Zeus? Did you hear of Einstein? How about the word collage? Like, you know, collage is to mix everything up, bring it all together. Collage, college. So you heard the word college. You heard the word student. How about we do this a little bit deeper? You've heard about number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm stopping. Each one of these numbers occupy their own area space. That's the thing about this. Irrelevant at this moment to which number it is, they all occupy their area space. I'm not sure if I'm using it. They're their own characters. They're their own connections with dots and dashes. We can do it in simplicity in creating the artwork. But each one is also a word, like one. I think it's spelled in French, UN. That's 35. UN is 35 of a total of what is the reverse alphabet of FM. Wow, is the UN the FM radio? Wow, that'd be 13 and 6, and that would be 19. So the FM is the cycle of the cube. How do I know that? Saturn's cycle, Rubik's cube. What is 27 is what is 19 and 8 reverse alphabet. To the 8 corners, to the 19 on the cross for the 1 heart. And 18, call it chai for luck. Chai for luck. What, that the machine don't break down or somebody doesn't figure it out? Which one? So yes, I do like to play games. I do like to get a flow out of this. I like to vibrate within my own time. How's everybody doing? In, out, join, 4268. I can't look at that number. I'm looking for some participation. Participation is 3, 4, and 5, right? Participate. You know, when you participate, it's almost like precipitation. It's like, what is precipitation? Precipice. You know, is that like precipitation? So if it rains and they say water is memory, and I was thinking of the hippo today, Hip, hippo, hippopotam. And then they said the hippopotam is something inside of us, but also might something to do with water. And then it also, the hippopotamus has that big round nose and the teeth, those two teeth. So it has that separation. Yeah, I don't take anything for granted. Everything is in this project is the truth. Now, how we decipher what that reality is for where it fits inside the creation, I don't know yet. It fits. It started with the letter H and I. That's as high as you can go. 9 and 8, 17 is Q. Inside the word of hippopotam. How's everybody doing? 7.9876 billion people still not arrived. That's it, but it's on the wave. As long as I know that TikTok hears every word I say and every reaction that comes from those who listen and hear and those who do not, and obviously all of TikTok hears. I'm working on a magic square right now. I'm still going over to understand this. But what this says to me is when I connect, if I start here as 1, and then I go here, and here is 2, and here is not 2, but it's here, and here is 3, that here is 4, I finally made it to the extremity of what this 9 is. You know, the king and the jack both wear this cap. They also have 3 pieces. Jack has 3 elements inside its cap in the deck of cards. The queen's hat runs on this angle, showing you the split house, that we can set it up this way. The thing is, it's this way. When we cut from here over to here, if you can see these squares, each second one will be cut in half, equaling to that when you count from 1 to 2, that area space is shared between 1 and 2. So by not going 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, you crisscross into each other's area space, or you have your area space cut in half, right? 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is on the other side. 4, let me see if I got this right. Well, I got a lot to figure out here, so I'm not sure if I want to do this. Let me see. The minimum size is, okay. The minimum size, okay, to create the ace letter would have to bring me all the way to here, which means I split 2 houses in half. By counting 1, 2, 3, this 2 splits the house in half here. So it would have to be 1, 2, and then 3 would be down here. And once you would get the 3, you would have 4, 3, 2, 1 equaling to 10 dots. I'm just trying to show you that there's a lot of understanding area space before we can understand how to create the characters of the letters in the alphabet. Just for fun. ATLAS says Atlas. I flipped it upside down. It looks like 2 big shoes. Now, what are they coming together? I have to mirror this and see what it looks in large. Maybe I should take a picture of this and put it on my screen for a second. Just give me a second here. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so where am I with this? Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. Where's the camera? Where is that camera? Yoo-hoo! Come on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Careful, careful. Shut that off, camera. We can't find your camera. It's right here. It's right here. Okay, are you plugged in here somewhere? Please tell me you're plugged in. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Or is this not plugged in? Okay, this is not working. Hold on a second. Just give me a second. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Okay, I'm just doing this, share, open. Oh, that's pretty crooked, but, well, that looks crooked, but share it here, share it here. Once you share it, once you share it, the whole world gets it. Somehow the whole world gets it. Everybody gets what you got just by sharing it. The more you share, the more it's sent out to the world. So the more you say, I don't believe, the more it'll eventually get out there you don't believe. If we actually live in the ocean, and we actually do, guess what? You know how I know? In between me and you, all the breath we take is the same air. It's just right there. Look at that. It's air. I'm breathing it. Oh my God. Like, hey, you got my air. I got your air, right? So I put it out there. I never believed it, but you know what? Because I understand the dynamics of this crazy house we live, it's just too insane. Like, you would be looked at as a cuckoo to even see this, to like, it's like, whoa, this ain't real. Like, that's why every time I get onto this channel, I go, this is the game. You know what I'm saying? This is just the game. It doesn't, it doesn't make sense. Let me just check this out. This is pretty funny. So I'm going to be taking like a 2-minute break. Going to get some refill of water in the kitchen or whatever else I put in the jug. Water. And I'll be back in a jiffy. A jiffy. Yeah, you got any questions? Yeah, I want to do this. That's right. Okay, hold on a second. I did this. Copy. Go to pictures. It's been a while. You know what I'm working on? I'm working on looking at watch brands and also matching up the 2-minute clock. Why? Because of the 2-minute penalty. So I'm looking to put the 360 degrees and put 120 inside the 60 minutes, or what is the 24 hours. I want to see what that's going to do and what designs it's going to create in order to better understand. Anyways, whatever that is. So let me see. Did I get this in here? It's hard to explain everything I do. There's just a lot of equations. Just try to create everything that I can understand the numbers better. And then when I put those letters on top of it, why do I do that? Why is, like, what is R? R is 9 times 2. That's 18. We can get 6 times 3, 18. Can we get anything else? Yeah. You can get 4 times 4 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, the 3 moons. Add them and take them away. So when we're thinking of something, I'm thinking about the 3 moons. And now I have to think about this. If it's only 3 moons, how do I chop up? Do I chop up 256? Right? That's half. Because 512 is the whole thing. The 8 by 8 by 8 chessboard. The 8 and 8 and the 8 by 8, it's a 64. Right? But it's the whole chessboard together that makes the 64. Other than the 8, 8, 8, 8, 64 areas. But the 8 by 8 in that area, okay, equals to 64. And the other area equals to 64. And then 8 and 8 is 16 and 8 and 8 is 16. Create 80, 80, 160. The 160 is what is the fourth dimension of numbers. I'm just trying to see if this works out. 15, no, okay, not the fourth dimension of numbers. 15, 15, 15, 45, 45, 45, 135, once, hold on a second. Okay, no, it's 30 times 4 plus 40, which is 120 plus 40 for 160. And then after that, you have to add on 40 plus 4 times 15 for 60. Or you can do 3 times 15 for 45 plus the 20. And where does this come from? The crisscrossing through the fifth zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or what is 1, 2, 3, 4? Stop. 9, 8, 7, 6, stop. The 5 connects the two sides. You plug it in that way or you plug it in that way. Described in the cubes. Now, I know I'm just talking a little bit all over the place. How's everybody doing? I'm looking to see if I can do what I tried to do here. Oh, wait a second. I don't have anything to paste. So I have to go to pictures. No. You know, I'm just thinking a little bit about 3i Atlas. So it's actually not 3i. You can look at it as C and 9. So that would describe 1/3, 39 outs in the 7th inning stretch. The I dot to what is a triangular shape. So one of the tetrahedrons or one of the ships, okay, is somewhere. The salt are the oceans, right? So perhaps they're meeting at 3 different places and they don't meet in the same zone, but at a certain distance for their communication or transference, whatever that might be. But if you read it backwards, it says salt, right? And that can be LAS backwards. And that's las or sal, which is a meeting place in French. AL is also power station, like a dam, power source that can be running. Now, what would they do? What would they be setting up? Is it a meeting point for today that once they get far enough away out of the story light that everything takes place? Remember, what you might see today is something that might have been set up before, and what you see now might not be something that's going to happen until the future. How's everybody doing? Any questions out there? There's definitely questions. There's got to be some questions. Like this can't be this has got to be like one of the best. Like, and I'm putting myself on the line by saying this, right? Like, I think my back screen is not a back screen. Not. Be with you in just a minute. I'm just breathing. So I painted this about 13, 14 years ago at least, something like that right now. Shadows on the wall. Maybe it's a duck. I don't know. Is it a duck? You know what's really cool? I don't know if I have this right now. I don't know if this will do it. I'm just going to look like if they shine a light inside of this. See, I have this jar here, And anyways, the other night it was just shining like stars. We're all over the place. Yeah, so just give me a minute here. Now you can look at this as many things. Is it the train, the front of the train coming? Or is it the fleur-de-lis, right? Getting both sides of the pyramid. Is it just one of the eyes? I don't know, I just found this, it was hiding out. It's been a while. Tooting a few horns, like the flower of life. What else can you do with it, right? Number 2. See, it's number 2, right? When you look from the back side, right, it's the number 5. It's 5 from this side. It's 2 from this side. It's 5 from this side. And then you can see also, if I don't have these here, only perhaps when these 3, as it's turning, if there's singularity, it might be passing through this. I don't know what's happening to the cross. Here's the original. 2, 5. Is that 3 and 3? I don't know. Just fooling around, right? For now, just give me a minute. I started at 0, 1, 1, 2. 2 and 1, 3. 3 and 2, 5. 5 and 3, 8. 8 and 5 is 13. Just watch the 3. 3 and 8, 11. Just watch the 1. 4 and 1, 5. 5 and 4, 9. 9 and 5, 14. Just carry the 4. Always drop the 10 position. I'm only working from one side. The other side is the 10 position or the 20 position. So I'm not working. This is another way to do Fibonacci, and this is what it looks like. Doesn't it look like X in a way? Here's what it looks like when you connect 7 and 13 from the Sumerian calendar, right? You know the Sumerian Tzolk'in calendar, when they match the the Sanskrit, the stone, between 7 and 13? Well, the 1 number on your telephone is here, 6 is here, 4 is here, 9 is here, 13. You know 9 minus 4 is 5, 6 minus 1 is 5, because 7 and 13 are actually sort of the same, different level in numbers. And it shows you single pane, double pane. This is not finished. Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, etc. When you look at the letters that are used, right? Look at the letter R. Right? Taurus is an R. Gemini is no R. Cancer has an R. Leo, no R. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces has no. So Pisces, okay, Leo, and Gemini have no R inside of it. Virgo's the only V. We have 3 U's, right? We have a QU, but shouldn't we have another QU, right? When we have the QU, what do we have at the beginning of the word? See all the A's we have? But look at that, in Taurus, there is no A. Which one is this over here? Hold on a second, in Scorpio. So you can see, I haven't finished and completed this algorithm, like the design from this. You can see that the I and the R, which are both in what is the creative house, 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, creating the division and the platform in the house, are inside of Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio. But where it's not in Leo. The I is not in Cancer, so it's not in 5 and 4, which is the feminine, and it's not in 2. 5, 4, and 2 does not have the I in it. 2, 5, and 4, 254. So we have to figure out what that is. So the sun does not have it in it. So the I is what splits everything. You know that, right? Like the I-O, there's a difference between the window and the 1x1 area space. A window is a 2x2. And then we have what is the 1x1 area space. And the 2x2 will take a 1 dot to create its beginning. And a 1x1 will take a 4 dot. So that's what you get for this. So yeah, so now I'm going to take 2 minutes. How's everybody doing this evening? It's been 20 years. It's crazy. It passes so fast. But actually, it's been like 50 years since I asked the question. All began with that dream about the ABCs. And then I saw it. Michael Jackson. ABC 1, 2, 3, Jackson 5. 512 memory in creation. 256, 16 by 16 times 2 for the 2 houses, bringing 1 together. Why do we have to talk about the spirit and the soul? How do we create the cake? The egg, the cake, the nuts, the bolts, all the pieces and parts to associate and bring communication amongst the houses within inside of 1. Hey, look, Ma, the computer's talking today. Can you believe it? Yeah, Mom, from out of nowhere, the computer just lifted up and the tree just walked away. With 3, everybody watches each other's back. How's everybody doing? Okay, I'm going to be taking a 2-minute break, but I'm really looking for questions because I think I've been here like at least 12 minutes and no one has said a word. So I usually take it upon myself. I'm going to flash off a few more of these pieces and parts and what brought me to help myself understand. And along with these zodiac signs, there are all these astrologists, numerologists that give a little bit of texture to each zodiac sign other than the name itself, right? When they talk about Aries, well, this is what I'm a little mixed up with. Aries is number 52. And I only hear people talk about, well, you're Aries, but I never hear them say Aries is 52. Or Aries might be in Chaldean. But there's not only just number 52, Chaldean, or Gematria, what numeric it is. It's also the artwork that goes along with the letters. What do the letters say themselves? Where is it along the scale? What do you mean, where is it along the scale? Well, according to 1, it's then 13, then 25, then 37, and 37 starts the whole chart over again. And then 49, but at 49, you're into the next chart. And then you have 61, and then you have 73. Check this out. 37, 73, start Aries over again. So you have 1, 13, 25, 37, 49, 61, 73, 85, 97. And it's just funny because the air sign, right, between what is Gemini and Libra, or what is, yeah, we're going to say it that way. The air sign is that A and B equal to C in creation. And that's where your air sign comes in. And it's funny that the Greeks and the Hebrews are using this sound as their third character. And here in this alphabet, we use C character for this sound. Did I say I was going on break for a couple of minutes? Is anybody watching? Okay, let's call this a commercial break for royalty. For those who do a double seating, right? You know, for the women, they do a double seating on this night, number 22. And for the men, it becomes a 1-2 because you stand for the 1, you sit for the 2, facing the throne. So you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's take that 1 minute. What happened? What's this? This is not water. Okay, where do we go from here? Oh, they want a cookie, eh? Okay, where do we go from here? What are we doing? Am I still doing the show? You mean I'm just going to come out here and keep spitting stuff out? Okay, just bringing back the past then until somebody stops me. Okay. Okay, let's see what's next on the agenda. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right? And we go all the way to here. The difference between this one and this one is here I go by groups of 3, here I went in groups of 4. When I come down over here, here is also the set of 5, except with 5 I went to the next 5. 5, 14, 23, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 4, 1, 5, 5, 0, 5. So what happens in this is 550 become 55, 23, 32 become 55, 14, 41 become 55. And then when you do the lower house, it'll be 109, 109, 109, 109. When you have 55 sky pass, you bring in 109, Capricorn, Sagittarius, the birth is in the house, the power of the here, dividing by the 7th gate. In Uranus, look at that, EI. Okay, you have a communication in Uranus, and you come over here. 59, 82, 77, 82, 50, 82, 82. Right over here, that's your 28, your 4 times 2, you connect to the 4 houses. Then we have, what we didn't do over here is reduction. 5, 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9. So my crisscross corner is going to be 8 and 6 divided by the 7th gate. and 5 and 9 divided by the 7th gate. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 9. 15 plus 10 minus 10. This is the truth. So what I do after this, I build off of it. I now try to understand, they put the E in the 5th position, and now it's 2 E's. Now, is it 2 E's, or it's now 10 equals to 1? So what is it telling me? Well, guess what? 10 is 2 E's. Guess what? If it's 10 and it's 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5, I guess it stays in the same house. Do you follow what I'm saying? Just like if I went to 12, it would be 2 6s divided by the 2 of them, divided by the 3 of them, divided by the 4 of them. So now we understand. This is divided by 2, and this is divided by 3, and this is divided by 4. Stop. Earth heals on 432. Stop. 1 between 2 equals to 3. Reflection of 9 is 6. 324 reverse alphabet. It's Solkan calendar as well. 324 is 3 6. Oh, and now we have formation. 1 between 2 equals to 3. Feminine. Masculine is 1 and 3. Stop me in my tracks. Check what I do. Sometimes I go to the zodiac and I create this equation. I only use the first letter, or the second letter, or the third letter, or I use all the letters. I'm not prejudiced. And every single letter I say, you know what? You all belong to the alphabet. If I reverse you, what would you equate to? And you know what? They all equate to 27. Every single one. Every single reverse alphabet letter equates to 27. The crazy thing is that 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to 18 and 9. That's the crazy thing. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to 18 equals to 9. $180 degrees across, 90 degrees to cut it in two. The angle's over here. Now you have the house. The thing is the alphabet reverse is 27. The other thing is the numbers split at 9 and 18. Those are the sections of numbers. The first section to the second section, the last one runs to 26. There's other realities that are going on between here. And you know something about these mathematics? You see this 6 and 3? Five times 5, 25. 5 plus 5, 10. Ten plus 25 equals to 35. 3 and 5 equals to 8. Now what we do here, 5 and 2 is 7 and 1. So now we know which 8 we have, which one of the 8s we have. Now I'm going to turn those over. When I turn them over, it's 5 and 2. I marked it up. 2 times 2 equals to 4. 2 plus 2 equals to 4 plus 4 equals to 8. Is that possible? Do you know there are 6 sides? Did you know that you might be counting 1 over the 6 equals to 21? But did you know that it is a 9 face? And there are 54, okay, areas. Dedicate this to Rubik's Cube. This is a numbers understanding. I share with you my findings, and then I threw onto it everything that connected to numbers, whether it's the first for gold, right? Is this where the gold goes? I don't know. You know, it's funny because you have silver and over here you have bronze. But you know what also happens in sports? You end up with this. And when this is happening, they call it the semifinals. Now these two will come together and these two will come together. And then after that, what's going to happen is from this, right? There's only going to be one over here. And then from this one, there's going to be one over here. And then they're going to come down here, and this one will come down here, this one will come down here, and they'll work, you know, for the master over here, right? They'll work for however you want to put this design. I don't know which way to do this design. Right, the master of the cross. The thing is, at this point here, right, at this point here, everybody is a TH at this point over here. Why? Because it's fourth position. Somebody will be fourth. What does it mean to be fourth? How can somebody be fourth? In their own division, right? These two teams, okay, were both second. They were second in their own house. The house is divided. You can see the house is divided. So how do we question this? Because if you have first, second, third, in this instance, fourth, where TH comes in, this works out in professionalism. But otherwise, it ends at third. Because after that, it's all with TH. 4 goes to 1, AD coming together with BC. What is 1, 4, 4, 1 is what is 2, 3, 3, 2. And I'm going to show you a little bit of an extension with this. So the question is, who ended up with the cup? Because after this, I'm just going to make a whole design here, but I'm not doing it right now. So how do we do this? How do we do this? Who is actually fourth? If this team loses and this team loses, which one of these teams ends up to be fourth? Or are there third and third to what is a distinctive, what is going to be a first, second to what is going to be a first, right? This would be the winning of the medal. This would be coming in second, but first in their division. This is coming in third, but this one also would be third and maybe what is second, and this one might be what is first, meaning that when they came in third, their team ended up winning the cup. So now we'd get all these numbers in here. But anyways, oh my God, I'm mixing myself up. My head is upside down. I need a 2-second break. Wow, that was crazy. I feel like I'm in the coach's corner or something. Woo. Wow. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay, I just want to let everybody know that this avatar coming in is has come from far, far, far away, far, far, far away, many megabytes away.
Somebody thinks I'm insulting them, and I'm sorry if they think that. That's not what I'm intending to do.
First of all, does everybody know what this channel's about? Let's do it. I want to know if everybody knows it's time. Listen, do you want to know where we are in time right now? Let me tell you. Do you know what day it is today? Aren't we
Let me
into
check.
Scorpio? Okay, so this is what it is. Okay. Before we could have floated around. Okay. When we come into Leo, we float around all the way to Scorpio. Now, when you're starting Scorpio, that's fine. You start Scorpio, but once you get into the first, I guess you can call it first 4 days, you're okay. But after that, Scorpio becomes like Leo. Now, the question is, how do we base Leo this year? I'm going to tell you why. Do you want me to tell you why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Leo, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, Scorpio. That's why. Depends how you want to count. So that's how I align things. I understand the numbers, and it's a game science. So if we're working on a game, that if I was going to create action in the game, this is how I would build my action. And right now in this game science, why I'm on this channel right now, it's not really for anything else other than I rather show everybody what the game is like before they even learn to play it and get them excited that when it's time to play, they will see what the game is going to say. The thing is, I can't put the game together myself. So guess what? I think we might enjoy each other's help at one point or another. What is this?
I am a game developer, so I mean, it's kind of funny.
Are you so? Well, listen. There's so much to do. I gotta create. I don't have to. I don't do nothing. I want to create. First of all, we all know we need our own web page. I need my own page. I think that the knowledge of the game has already been out there. I have 12,000 or 13,000 videos that if I was to get a hold of AI to listen to every single one of my videos and then re-listen by other AIs to dissect other AIs and see what I talked about and put together a general image, a general story, maybe put out a little comic book about it, because I can hit every single comic book and rewrite it, eh? I can every single song and rewrite every single song. I
Of
mean, it's
course,
not hard. If it was minimum, it's maximum. For what reason, I don't know. You know, I'm just joking around like a little bit too.
there's only so many seeds, right?
Yeah, even in this design, what do you think about that?
Let's see.
That's the one that beat all the teams. These two teams and these two teams played. These two teams
Oh
played.
yeah, it's the
This one
division.
won. These two teams that played. This one won. Okay. Now,
Some
what
kind of
happens is they
conference.
come together and play here, and one team wins. After the one team wins, that one team, this turns up this way, and he's in the center of the cross of the two teams of the team it beat here and the team that got beaten here on each side of that cross.
Yeah, it's the crossing point.
Well, that's who won. Only together can you win, right? First of all, you cannot have these two if you didn't have this one. If you had this one, you need this one so you can have this one.
Yeah, it's the collapsing of the branches to the trunk, so to speak.
What do you think about the hippopotamus? I need water. Hold on a second.
I think he's hungry.
Man, I need so much water.
There's four of them, and they're all hungry. We got to get those little balls in their mouth. And they're all different colors. I think that the Miltons made that, the Bradleys.
It's funny that you said that. That is too funny that you said that. Are you talking about hungry hippos?
Yeah, hungry, hungry hippos.
So why are they from Hungary?
Uh, I don't know. I've seen one eat a watermelon before.
How you doing? Hold on a second. I just got to do a shout out for, is Ryder there? Ryder. No, what do you mean lots of people? There's nobody here. What are you talking? Yes, there is. There's seven. Well, anyways, that's not good for me to say there's nobody here. Yes, it's not a lot. It's a lot. It's enough of what it's going to be. It depends the strength of the people that are here.
Oh yeah, that's
We
interesting.
have lots of work to do, right? You know what we need? How do we get this pushed out? How can we show them what we can do with this, right? Right? How do we put that out there and show them there's a story with this? How do we, right? How can we turn this into not, but how can we turn this into a greater story? You know, we know what this is, right? This is Atlas. Look at the two shoes coming together. Oh, I was
Choose
supposed to
your
do
weapon.
some, what's that?
I said choose your weapon.
Oh, choose your weapon. Wow. That's funny. I'm just trying to,
You mentioned shoes earlier too.
okay, I did it. I did it. Wow, I can't believe I did it. Oh, yeah, so there's this. There's also this other piece. I showed you this one, right? Have you ever seen this one? Do you know what that one is?
That always reminds me of a fox, but you mentioned other things about it.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to see how do I copy, wow, copy, paste. I dislike this. They have a flip. Okay, flip. I'm just trying to do something here. Okay. Yeah, so this is Fibonacci. One and one. One and one is two. All the even numbers are in green. All the odd numbers are in red. Two and one is three. Three and two is five. Five and three is eight. Eight and five is 13. One and three is four. Four and hold on a second. What was that? Anyways, it goes like this. So if you can see, right, there's a martini glass here. It's spilling over here into the next martini glass. At this martini glass, see, there's two of them together here, which says it's the same glass turning over perhaps this way, right? Or it's going in rotation. Maybe one is moving, one is stable. I don't know, but everything dumps into the 369 area space over here. That's the 369 area space. I'm not sure if it makes something move by connecting two zones together. Maybe it's a river. I don't know. In this image, you can see the tetrahedron, okay, is your first circle. And I've mentioned this before. Your first circle, you need 3 points at 120
I've
degrees.
never seen this one before.
No?
No, this is the first time.
Oh yeah, so this I've put this out, but anyways, regardless of what it is, but I've always seen this in my head, and the question is when you see these part circles, my question is that why is it like that? Is it because it's the 120 degrees? How do you put these together? These 120 degrees. So there's more to
So this
these.
reminds me of the gearbox where the rotational gears. I think somebody did it back in the day where they created rotational gears, and they used that design right there. And I think that's the same. They were gears.
Okay, so we have to do this. Let's do this, because guess what? Whoop.
Like smooth gears, basically. I don't remember what it was for. Spirographs, something like that. Differential, yeah. Well, differential is when they're the different gears, right?
So what a differential might be. Hold on a second. I want to do a screenshot of my own phone.
Mm-hmm.
So what the differential, the transmission, the differential is what splits your drives.
So on a car, I know it's between the front and the back of the car, right?
Well, it depends if you're front. Well, usually even if it's a if Sorry. I don't know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But when I get a little gas and it hits my heart and I'm excited, I'm always excited when sorry about that. When I see beyond, my own thoughts.
I understand exactly what you mean. Yep.
And because you're repeating what I've seen for years, the differential, the transmission, the clutch, the brakes, the
So the
air brakes.
it's a differential, right? So it's got fear in it. It's a resistance.
Also, fair can be horseshoe, referee, judgment, braking. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes. So
That
that's it.
we got that.
So this is the basis of the tetrahedron. So that's the basis. So now, um, what else do we have?
All we can do is keep working in confirmation.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's what happened to the center. So what happened is they all talk about that loop, right? The loop, a 1 day loop, a 2 day loop, or whatever, a 1 year loop, a 2 year loop, a three, a four, a five, a six. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8. So you have an 8 year loop to do it once. And then you have all these spores in between. You have the 4 and 4, 8, dividing the eights. And all these are hearts, eh? These are hearts and these are medallions. So I think this is the encompass medallion.
The end compass, Digimon, middle core. Yeah, you can see that.
Oh man. Are you kidding me? Do you know what I see? This is 100%. This is like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh man.
Because if you really think about it, just think about this. In order for all this to be so perfect like it is now, I say perfect. Now, what do I mean by perfect? To where,
Careful
um,
now. Don't be arrogant.
check this out. The word crucifix, okay? C3R18, okay? 18 is 6 by 3, or what is 2 by 9, but more or less it's 9. The U, okay, like check it out. Let me just draw it here.
2 by 9 can be also
CRUCI 39339 FIX 696.
6 is 9 6.
Crucifix.
So fix is 9 6.
And you can also look at this. Look at this equation.
Negation.
Here's an equation. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Get your motor running. Get up on the highway. Okay, here's the equation. I hope I can remember. Oh, yes. 1 and 2 equals to 3. 1 and 2, okay, brackets, plus 1 and 2 in brackets, okay, equals to 3 and 3 equals to 6. And then what we have 1 and 2 in brackets, and then we have 1 and 2 in brackets, and then we have 1 and 2 in brackets,
The
and
brackets
that would
implicating
be
multiplication, or
3 and 3 and 3. No, I'm just adding them up right now.
okay,
Equals to 9. Or what I have is 1 times 3, 2 times 3, 3 times 3 equals to 3, equals to 6, equals to 9. So what we have over here is 1 and 2 equals to 3. That's your first value of 3. Then it happens twice. You have to do it twice, and that would be your 6. And now you have to do it 3 times, and that would be your 9. There's other ways to create it, but 1 between 2 equals to 3. That's what the cube is made out of. And the 1-2 movement on this cube creates associations. If we go from here over to here and up here, that's a 1-2 movement. It's the horse in chess. This is about games. I do chess moves. I do game moves. What we learn in games. When you learn it in a game, I use it here. If it's fair in a game, I use it here. I'm not using rules and regulations according to laws. I'm using the laws of the numbers themselves. And then to understand, I keep thinking of the word alchemy, alphabet, Albert Einstein. Why Einstein? Did you know Albert Einstein, the word itself is a reflective of itself, and the totality of its name is a reflective of its numeric value itself? Albert Einstein is 95, 9, and 5.
Hein was the dog in Cowboy Bebop as well. Cowboy Bebop, the anime. Cowboy Bebop. And a little dog named Ein in it.
Little dog named Ein. So E and I, what is 5 and 9 on the clock? Whether it has bearing or not, in this project, what I'm looking to build is looking to understand the tower of numbers and letters, and in Celsius and Fahrenheit, they have an association that when we go from a value of 5, right, which in Fahrenheit is 95, 9 and 5 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Okay, what that value is in Celsius is going to be 35. So then when we go to 86, it becomes 30. And then we go to 77, it becomes 25 Celsius. And when we go to 68, it becomes 20 Celsius. Now, what are all these telling me? I already know the cycle it's running. One cycle's 9, so it's always going to be checked. Even though the cycling of 9 and 5, it only starts at 5. 14, 14, 14, 14. But when you're at 14, you have 9 and 5. When you're at 14, you have 8 and 6. When you're at 14, you have 7 and 7. The 9th planet, the 5th planet, the 8th planet, the 6th planet, the 7th planet, the 7th planet, the 6th planet, the 8th planet. 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 3 and 3, 6, 6 and 2, 8. You can go to 7, 1 and 7, 8 for the power station. You have 5 and 3, 8. You have 4 and 4, 8. 5 and 2, 6 and 1, 4 and 3, 7s. The same thing for these over here. So now what does the 0 mean? Does it mean 8, but we can't go to 8, so they reflect it in another way? Or is it counting an association of 10, meaning cross corner connect? What does that mean? 1 and 9, 10, 3 and 7, 10, 8 and 2, 10, 4 and 6, 10. When you have a 0, okay, you might have one of those 10s, but you might have 3 of those 10s or all of those 10s. That's why you put the 0. You encompass all of the 10s. And you know this sign over here, like that? Let me show you. Right? You know that sign?
Which one? I'm not the.
Can you see those numbers?
The tetrahedron looking one there?
No, look at my numbers. What numbers am I covering?
Okay, 7, 4, 5, 6, 3.
Yeah, 7, 4, 11, 4, 5, 9, 6, and 5, 11, 6, 3, 9. 9, 11, 9, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I do it this way, okay, if I do it this way, it's not the same thing. It becomes 17, then it becomes 13, which is 4, which is 8, then it becomes 4, and then it becomes 7, 8, 4, 7, 3. Not the same thing as when we did it this way. But regardless, the number is 1, 2.
But I still see the relationship of 11 between 84 and 73.
I have to think about it in that occasion. This one works out great. But what you actually see is the swasti, you know?
Swastika, yeah.
Yeah, it's a power source. This is the 365.47 days a year. Wow, I just had like somebody poke me with a needle. I told my grandfather, I said, in peace you rest. He says, over my dead body. You know, I said, okay. I says, okay, you're uplifting all the time, here, there, anywhere. Okay, so let me take away this one. I need a drink of water. I am. Just give me something. I got it. I got it. I got to
I'm
put
trying
some.
to settle down myself, you know. I get it.
Yeah, I got to figure out what to put in my mouth. Cat food or something. Oh, you heard me say that?
You're a bit far away, but I can still hear you.
I said fat food.
Yeah.
I said, where's the food at? I said, I asked the rat, and then I spoke to the cat, and the cat wasn't a pig. They weren't talking about a pillow pig. They were talking about Wilbur. Was a wheelbarrow. Let me see something.
We'll barrel
So,
down the street.
what's the big talk on the network out there? Because I really don't watch very much stuff, so I'm just looking. I know there's a lot of fake stuff out there. You know, I mean, I don't know. Like, you might be like one of those big robots or something. So, how do robots like you do this? Like, I mean, I mean, it's okay. I don't mind. Everybody gets like, if you think you're a robot, that's fine. I think I'm a cat. You know,
Yeah. I'm a
one of
cat and a robot. I'm a robot cat. Robo cat, you know? I'm a
robo.
thunder cat.
So you want to see my first piece of just a quick rendition of AI Atlas? I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
doing the whole thing. I'm just doing one part of it. What do you think? Hold on a
It reminds
second.
me of like
I hope you don't see any of my personal stuff here, right?
right. It reminds me of like Voltron, a little bit.
Okay, so read ATLASSALTA, Salta. So now I got one more dimension to do with this.
And
Oh
I
my
see
God.
your disparate trident forces on the outsides there. It looks like a handle.
I don't like the way this is like this because I don't like where do I copy it now? I'm not used to, uh,
It's
I'm
like a
not
control
used.
system. It's an interface.
So now you see now.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like here. Oh, we don't have the red parts, eh? Is there any space here or something? Give us more space. Can I make that space bigger? Oh, yeah. So I can do this and then do this to the space.
There's the time and the space, right? I see.
Uh,
Yeah, there you go. Connect them up.
okay, so this is AI Atlas in artwork. So what do we got going on here? Doesn't it look like it's sort of bending out? Remember, every point is a distance. So we're looking beyond the distance on this bevel road over here, right? So what is this shoe? Look at the shoes, the way the shoes came together. Or are they like, is it, what's
So
going
what I'm
on?
seeing is the gritting teeth of the Mayan calendar, like with that middle gritting teeth,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
right,
Okay, I
right
can see
there, the
that.
red one. Yep.
So what happens? What happens? Did I bring this together yet? And you can see in this, right? You can see the 5 and the 2, or right, come together here creates that 3. So what happens if I collapse this? Okay, what if I brought this all the way right down to here?
Interesting.
What if we were able to do that? I mean, it's easy to duplicate this now. Like I just break it like this. I'd have, don't forget this has been distorted now, right? Because oh, and I gotta, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're almost looking at like legs, like on the sides of the face there, with the feet at the end.
Okay, I need to, yeah, because I duplicated it here. So I think I got this all together. I didn't put these two back to back, eh? You see this here? I never moved these two back to back. Is it possible to? Or is it
Not within the
impossible?
current area space. If you
I'd have to collapse this area space here, right? In order to, no, I'd have to go here, right? And do this.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, now we got more of a jester, mantis style.
So what would that look like? I mean, they have to, I mean, because the pieces have to move in and out. There's always got to be area space. And the reason I'm saying this is the Aztec Sumerians work by fives and tens, right? And since their 10 is a double digit, all it does is create more levels. So it really doesn't do anything. You follow what I'm saying? There's just another connection in 10. It's just instead of one area space, there's now two area spaces, or it's 5 and 5. It depends where the 10 is. And meaning that, is it a 6 and 4 10? Is it the 1 2 3 4
It's
10?
sort of like different music, different musical progressions, right? In a way, because they're
Well,
gaps in different places.
it's funny you said that. It's funny you said that. Oh my God, I have to turn this around and tell you my thought of the day. Wow. Wow, that's good. That's good. Okay. My thought of the day is this. Oh my God. You go to the movies, you close your eyes. It's a horror movie, but you don't know. Do you know when you hear the music? How do you feel?
It depends on how they decided to inform you with the music, right?
Well, no, no, not to inform you. You're at a horror show and they're playing horror music. Do you know?
Do I know that it's meant to be scary?
Yes, do you know that it's meant to be scary?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Even without knowing it's a scary movie,
Yeah, because we have the previous understanding of that, right? But we
right?
also have like the natural sounds that would incite that into you.
Right. So somehow I need to like realize within my mind, and I want it to be more than just this answer. I wanted the harmonics of this. I want to know the harmonics of singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Or how about this crazy stuff? Oh my God, what I saw today. Check this out. Ray Charles, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. And the other one, okay, it wasn't hit the road, Jack. It was could have been a whiskey, might have been a gin, and the other one was out the. I couldn't pay the rent, so out the door I went. And just those three songs, just like I'm listening, I'm saying, no, didn't do this wrong, didn't do this wrong, didn't do that wrong.
What about gin and juice? That's a
I'd
that's a
have to put that. I don't know, but it just brought just some good. The music just feels good. Um, Hold on. I think Forbidden said something. What is that called? Hold on a second. Who wants to come on up? You know what? This is a smorgasbord. You know what day it is today? It's Wednesday.
what
So,
were
yeah,
you?
so I just wanted to know that I'm not looking to lose the channel to what I'm talking about, right? Which is bringing up all these designs that I'm gonna continue to bring up.
Yeah.
How
No, a
you
lot of.
doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good, going, gone. It's a home run. Oh my God! It's into the
What
Olympic
you
Stadium pool.
what you're looking for is a solfeggio frequency.
Oh yes, that's what the name is. Do you know that in where I live in this town, or not far beyond, right?
Yes, sir.
There's a place they call the Olympic Stadium. They painted an orange roof. Then they
Oh
brought
wow.
out an orange person. They called it UP. I think that was YOUPI.
Ooh.
Then they had a place they called the Orange Jula, a big orange, like,
Oh, I those.
And then all of a sudden, for many years, check this out what they did. We have like this celebration for orange here where I live, a lot of it. And you know what it goes along with? It goes along with potholes also, orange. Because every time I see orange, you know what they call the orange?
How do they say orange in French?
And sometimes they put a stripe on it. And
The
you know what
type.
it is? It's the cone. They have a cone and they have a hole in the center of the cone. And that's when they're doing construction.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And the cone can be a megaphone because you can talk through it, make your voice
Okay.
louder.
So listen, that's funny that you said that because some of the instructions we have, and I'm not just talking about, but I'm talking about I have 25 million people, maybe more. How many
Yes, sir.
people are on TikTok?
Millions. I wouldn't even know.
So everybody knows that the megaphone is important.
Yes, sir.
You know how I know? I'll tell you in a minute.
Have you ate today?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I have a head start? Is that what it is? I have a handicap?
No, sir.
I
Actually, you've got you do have a lot of years on me. So yes, I am paying attention.
years. Okay. I mean, listen. So, yeah, the Halton Railway. So, what I'm looking for is hold on a second. I had a thought. Just give me a second. Why did I have this thought? And why? What was I looking for? What was I saying before I did that?
You said you knew what the megaphone was for, and you'll
Yes,
tell me in a
yes,
minute. But
yes.
this one,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yes. Here. This is what I have to gauge my project on.
Oh,
I need to know how to talk to people through this understanding. Now, I don't need to know about anything but magnetic, cave, church, telephone.
it does reach a lot of people.
Who are you telling, and who's the pen?
All of us.
Who are you depending on? And who's
Careful,
the
it's
pen?
recording.
The father.
So now here, look. You have frontman, teenager, pornograph, literature,
Uh huh.
philosopher,
What's this?
chipmunk, mic, megaphone, equalizer, vibrator, spooky, eso, syntha, helium, giant. Now let me read them again. Helium, giant, spooky, vibrate, synth, equalizer, philosopher, chipmunk, mic, megaphone, echo, spooky, vibrate, chipmunk, equalizer, vibrato, synth, helium, giant, mic, spooky. So how many? 4, 8, there are 11. What happens to the 12th one? Can anybody figure out where the 12th one is? Why do we have to stop before Pisces?
Enoch.
The question is, where are we when we fill the gap in numbers? Is why I believe there's a gap.
It's the fifth element.
We fill the gap everywhere, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
What is the description of feeling? As in, like feeling your phone in your pocket. You can sense that, right?
Reality.
I feel my phone in my hand right now.
I feel the presence.
That is very funny. That's funny you said that. Okay, so this was my thought of another thought about today, and I'm going to get back to the Celsius. again, I just want to like reiterate, I'm going back to the Celsius Fahrenheit. I also want to talk about, if you can remind me, percentages of something. And I have something I uploaded. I'm hoping to show it. It has to do with the percentage of time on the clock.
You had
And
that 9-6 that looked like the percentage sign, I remember.
yes, that's besides that point. Yes, because the percentage point itself is the expression of a design that I created, and it's a hexagon created by putting the 6 next to the 9. But I didn't create it like that. I said 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 and 9 rotate with 1. And it is the big bang or the big yin yang, right?
That would also be Cancer, right? Well,
It's
not that the orientation, but
it's the big yin yang like you're talking about from what I've found so far. And what I found in a lot of things was through certain aspects of things, like certain words in history. As in, this Halloween's going to be technically like a anniversary. That's why it's important. That's why the veil's going to be so thin.
Do you see this?
Yes, sir.
741 is our rotating cycle of our months, 12
So,
months. So what's happening over here, okay, is 3 and 1 is 4, 3 and 4 is 7, 3 and 7 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. So 3 and 1 equals to the 4 here, right? 3 and 4 equals to the 7 here. And 3 and 7 equals to the 10. 1 plus 0 is here. So you can see what 3 does with our cycle. Now, what does 6 do with your cycle? 6 and 1 is 7. 6 and 4 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 and 7, 13. 1 and 3 is 4. You can see what the 6 does. 9 and 1 is 10 is 1. 9 and 4 is 13 is 4. 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So you can see what these two do when they associate together.
I mean, it goes along with what something that I did with my first name and the word family. It created an I.
Right. So numbers.
Right, 369. It's all 369. It was.
Well, whichever numbers it is, but what are the numbers?
I'm gonna get my other book out. I got you.
Well, I mean, what do you mean that you're? I mean, what did you create from it? I mean, I don't have to. I just tell me. You can tell. Just tell
I
me.
mean, it's a pattern. It's 369 pattern. I made it into a grid pattern, because like you had been telling me to get grid paper, so I
Right.
got some,
But
and I just started drawing it out. I don't know. I just started drawing it out. It's just something that told me.
yeah, they're all gonna. Everything draws in. You can find tons and tons and tons of stuff, and it's just never gonna stop. And there's like Robert Grant. Have you ever heard of Robert Grant? He connects. I don't know. He's doing a lot of the pyramids on grid paper, and he's putting out the flower of life instead of doing grid. He goes direct with the with his what do you call it? With that circuit, that compass thing. So I just find it very consuming, time consuming, but it's probably a lot better. I'll get a lot of more images out of it, so I have to do it anyways. And this guy's a scholar, and I just do it off the cuff. Anyways, not
What did you say
allowed
his
to
name was
compare.
again?
What's
Grant or
that?
something, right? What did you say his name was?
Robert Edward Grant.
Robert Edward Grant. Okay, thanks.
Oh yeah, yeah, very, very, very good stuff. And I'll tell you one thing: whatever he hasn't done yet, he will do. Whatever he hasn't done, he will do. Because like in 2000 and I don't know 16, when I discovered that channel or something, um, I never saw any of the stuff I have done. Anyways, whatever. Somebody did it. Somebody did it. But yeah, he does a lot of connections. Where are we with this? I was just trying to think where we were. Hello, Davis, Sandra. How are you?
You discussed the percentage symbol with the 6 and the 9 last. That's the last place.
Yes.
I remember being.
So what I can do is so here is what it is. You see, you have the 9, and then you have the 6, right? And it looks like the percentage. Now with this sign, you can see that we have one line. Whoop. We have one line, two lines, three lines in completion. And that
Right.
gives me my first hexagon in creating 6 and 9. Now I just like to create an extension and create this design here. Maybe I'll
So
put
interestingly enough, I've taken a cube. Sorry to interrupt you. I've taken a cube and put an X in a corner and noticed that same three-way connection coming out from it.
oh yeah,
So I
yeah,
am one of
yeah. Right. So this
that's
would be
representative of a corner or a point.
so this can be what is the Mars window and the houses of Earth, depending on
Mhm.
whether or not you see this is going to be a 22, a 2x2, right? The Earth one is going to be one like this, an area like this, and it'll look like that 11 over 11 crisscrossing. So one will be a 33 area space, the other's going to be a 22 area space. Yeah, JR, I'm not so bad. Yourself? Been a while. Been a while. Moving along, looking to answer some questions on pertinent realities that will fulfill one's questions that people have had over the last tens of hundreds and thousands of years, hopefully. And really, basically, it's just something that already exists.
Yeah, it's the end of a beginning.
Not that one. Something like this. It's on top of DNA, the helix coil.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. I'll take a look at it. So, why did you put it there?
It's where it went.
No, I mean, why did you decide to pick up the helix coil?
Because
It-
I was just told to. It was just doing it, and it just told me to do it.
so you get 3, 2, 6, 5, 11, 6, 5, 11, 6, 159, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. I'm trying to figure out what they're showing us here. 1 will always be the same. 6 and 5 is 1 and 2, 1 and 3.
Underneath my name, you can't really see it, but it's actually the DNA helix coil with the numbers on it and that exact symbol drawn out on it, but finished.
And if I went to find a helix coil now, what's it going to tell me?
It's your DNA.
No, but I mean, are they going to show me these numbers?
No, they go inside it. You have 20 because let me see. The 3 and the 23 or the 3 and the 2, you have 23 chromosomes from each parent. Is where that starts.
Right?
I find it interesting that chroma is like chroma key, right? Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's funny because I just heard that song like last night. All the songs, you have to listen to the songs if you want to. I mean, there's tons of stuff in there. I mean, people didn't say everything for nothing. Some things actually fit, so you got to try all the combinations. If it's out there, enjoy yourself at the same time. You know? I mean, because that's what it is. This is a complete game. So whatever you're going to complete and create. And the thing I like about 132, right, is that 132 is also what is 123. It is also what is 213. It's also what is 231. It's also what is 312. It's also what is 321. So 107, 104, 60, 77, 71, 40, 1, 34, 44.
It's Abraham.
Okay, so what these are is this.
Yeah. It's the DNA. It's the DNA root for Abraham.
All the ways for this to work in this that does this 44 by 3, 41 by 3, 71 by 3, 77 by 3. Here is communication. This here, each one of these in numbers tells me a story.
All right.
Now, the question is, it just matches up and tells that reality the same way that Forbidden's going to come out and show that if this helix coil works that way, then the story that is in the reality of the numbers, I'm just trying to associate with the words and how the numbers function. Like 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 is 16, and 8, 24. What is one part of 24 is 8. What is two parts of 24 is 16. What is 1/3, what is 2/3 is also in this game. Looking 1 next to 3, 3 next to 1 is 13 and 31. The existence of 13 and 31 in 1 plus 3 equals to 4. Following? Was that too hard to understand?
No, because you can get that out of 121.
1111?
No, well, 121.
What about 121?
You can get the 13. You can get the 1331 out of that.
Yeah, you can manipulate it, yeah. But really, if you just mention 11, 11, 11 is 131 by multiplying 11 times 11 times 11 equals 1331.
Yeah, if you take 11 and cube it, yes, you can. You can get that straight out of 11. I mean, those numbers are cubed. That's just like if you take 3 cubed, you get 27.
Right, 3 cubed 27. That's where
That's the one
what
you were looking
happened.
for. That's that one you were looking for earlier. I was said when you're talking about getting 27, it's 3 times 3 times 3. It's 27. It's cubed. Everything is cubed.
What about circles?
You can fit a cube inside of a circle.
But that doesn't make the circle a cube.
But you take an infinite space such as a circle and you put it inside of a cube.
I mean, it's a different formation, is my point, right?
Well,
so if we can't consider a grid.
Take the Rubik's Cube first. Take a Rubik's Cube, for instance. Everything it moves in a circle. It doesn't move in a cube. It moves in a circle. It's a cube.
Well, that's an axis of rotation. That's
right.
different.
That's the differential. There's a differential in the center.
Yeah. The circles and cubes combine in many different ways. I can agree with you on that.
There it is.
Wow, this is crazy. Wow. Oh, this is crazy. When the cube multiplies itself in triplets, right? It just.
Yeah, I know. I've been cute. That's what I've been trying to. I was trying to give you that last week.
What? Which part?
When cubing the numbers is like instead of just like we normally do, like the triple numbers, we cube everything.
So 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. Can you tell me more about that? I'm just going to get something to drink. How does the 7 work?
7 is the rotational cycle of 21. Seven times 3.
Me 2 minutes. So the egg hatches on the 21st day. 7 times 3 is an air sign. 7 times 3 is 21 and 10, and it's the 21st of October, equaling at 31, go to jail. 71, the power source. 111 in the cube.
Let's see.
150, 151. You are having double vibration split in between two houses. I must have made a mistake. Why am I at 191? I want to see where I got 191 now. 151, 111, 71. Oh, 31. Oh, that's where I started. Okay, -9. Wow, -9, eh? Okay, so this is a monopoly move. If I have to move 40 all around the heart, I would move 40, starting at go to jail.
That's
So I'm
why
going to
40.
explain. Go
That's
ahead.
why. That's why 44 had to be waited for.
44 had to be waited for. If
Yep.
you went on to the, I have to look for my monopoly board. I don't know why I can't find it. Give me a minute. See where it is. Just give me a second. Oh, have you ever? I haven't taken this out in a long time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come down the ladder.
That's like the 80. That's like the 84 you're looking for. Can be found in a certain position on the 125th day. It's actually becomes May 4th instead of May 5th.
There's a big difference, between May 4th and May 5th day.
Yeah.
124th day, 125th day.
Yep. It's the 125th day because it's a leap year on 1984.
So that would make May 4th the 125th day.
Yes, sir.
That would be 4-5 sun versus.
And you know what's ironic about that? When I woke up from the morning from that dream that told me to do this, that did that math. What's really ironic about that is I really love Star Wars, and when I did the math, it came up 1984.125. So I looked up 1984, the 125th day, and it was May 4th.
Right.
And it's kind
Right.
of funny because it was like May the Force be with you, May the Fourth be with you from Star Wars.
Right. So
So when I looked that up, the Star Wars came out 7 years before that day. The next one came out 4 years after that, 74.
they probably followed the cycles of how everything works. I mean, everybody, they know the cycles. I mean, they sell clothing by the seasons.
Right,
You
right.
know, so they already know. We already know when winter comes, they're going to sell the winter clothes. So we can't be too surprised by certain things. But you did say something a little earlier on. But you want to back up to the earlier part of whatever you just said.
Sure, whatever would you like me to say? Which
I don't know. I don't know.
the 1984, on the 125th day.
Oh,
of May.
okay. Yes, I remember. First of all, 1.25 days left over in the year. 125 is also memory. It happens on 5-4, which is feminine, other than what is 5-5 sky pass. So it happens within the house. It happens within the sun. I'm just trying to go. 1984 is also the us. There's a cycle that comes in 1984, 328s, 421s. So there's whatever cycle, whether they empty out, whatever they do, whatever they hold on to. That's why I talked about the hippopotamus, because the retention of water, right? We need to we retain the water. We're part of everything that's out there. This is just a club. You can see if we can put one leg on the club. Why can't I put three? Every single zodiac sign, right, can connect to another zodiac sign at the same time.
Mitch Hedberg had a joke about that. He was like, "Is it a hippopotamus or a really hippopotamus?" Like he's saying, "What's an hippopotamus?"
Yeah, they had that. Where did they have that? I mean, because a lot of the stories come from our movies, cartoons, comics, and they're very direct. I mean, the answers are there, and what these answers are a little bit of guidance. Road Runner, double R, Bugs Bunny. Both of them are communication and speed. They can go through rock and walls, right? Right?
R&R is
Things
rest and relaxation, and railroad as well, right?
right, exactly. Railroad relaxation, exactly. Exactly. I'm just trying to see where I am with this piece I was on. Where's my papers? Just give me a second here. Okay, here. I want to go through just a bunch of these papers and see what else I just went over because I'm not really going on to anything. If somebody has a question, I'll be happy to answer it. No problem. About numbers, the alphabet, games. I studied numbers, algorithms, how a number talks with other numbers. I mean, it seems like it's a silly thing, but for myself, it's not because it created that story. And when you jog around the numbers and then when you put the alphabet on top of every single number and then you create a dimension and reset the alphabet, I reset the alphabet. The alphabet is not A1, it's A6. It's B. Okay, so if you have a word, right? If you have a one letter word, add 5. If you have a two letter word, okay, add 10. If you have a three letter word, add 15. Reverse alphabet. Let's look at this. Reverse alphabet of the word cab. CAB. 312 equals to 6. But it's no longer 312. It's now 6, 7, and 8 equals to 21.
Love in Chaldean.
What is this?
The word love in Chaldean equals 21.
You know what's funny? I always have my Chaldean numbers with me. For 20 years, I've been staring at them. I still can't remember. I know the Wizard of Oz is 77, F&P is 66, UVW is, F&P is 88, UVW is 666. I know AJSQ or Y is 1.
I'm impressed because I cannot remember that one for save my life.
Yeah, DMT. If you want to do DMT, you got to go to Abraham.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Enoch. You want to know where Enoch is? Enoch is within the moon.
He is, isn't he? Whoa.
Yeah. Look in Chaldean. ENO. The C is not here. You see, they spell it with the C, right? But I want to tell you something about 3. 3 and 5 in time split together. Times 20 times 20 equate to 60, equate to 100%. The doors meet at this separation of 4.
Enoch is also the 5 platonic solids.
Okay, so as the 5 platonic solids, hold on.
Energy, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, and hydrogen. It's an acronym. That's why it's important to look in the book of Ezekiel.
Okay, so what happens is our timeline runs between the 3rd platonic solid and and the 8th.
See, that's the
You see, what happens here is, first of all, this is not this. Times 2 times 2. This is going to be 16, 616. And you know what's funny? FP 616. You know why?
future print.
No, because 360 degrees is the circle. We have 2 circles. I have 3 circles.
Right.
How many circles do I have here? Do I have 8 times here? First of all, I'm even wrong here.
But
This is 8 times this. So this is 16. This is pH, and this is F. pH comes over here. You know what year this is? This is the year 2000. Which platonic solid isn't in here? There's five. You said five. One, two, three. Which are the other ones? Is this one of them?
I
A
couldn't.
photon spelled in two ways, or photo spelled in two ways, Photo and Photo. So
Hold on. Can you please say that again, sir?
I said photo is spelled in two ways, Photo and Photo. So we got photon and phosphorus, and fo as in fog.
Did you say fee fi fo? Who's what's on the go? What did you say, my
Yeah.
man? I can't hear you. Speak again.
And the Nephilim. I'm not
Okay,
full
so
yet.
yes, so I'm happy you said let me joke with that. Okay, good. Because the P is the 16th letter. 1 and 6 is 7. Let me just do this here. So the P, okay, is the 16th letter, is 7, right? And then the G is a 7. Now H is 8. So no matter which one you choose, right? It's going to equal to 15. 1 and 5 is 6, the letter F. And the sound of PH or GH is F. Holding of the
G.
vibration of F, the proton, the neutron, the electron. And not only that, but when you go to the deck of cards, just give me a
That's
second.
significant.
Can you remind me
Enoch.
of this to get out the Jack, the Queen, and the King and show you about what's going on over here to explain
Y'all
this?
remember the royal flush at that point? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So just give me a second. I just need to take a break. I'm just oh.
The Jack and Queen. That's a funny way to say it.
You can also say Jake. So who is Jake? Jack King. Jack Key. Jack Key. Who's Jack Key? It's J, right? Or King. Is it King Jack?
Yeah.
It depends how you want to look at it. Just give me a second. Let me take a drink of this.
It's King Joker.
So, Mr. Forbidden, check this out. If you put all the A letter sounds from the English language together, you get A, you got H, you get J, you get K, and you get R, and it says, Joker.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I got woke up one morning and I broke the deck of cards down because that's what I was told to do.
The variation of the way that we break things down gives us a lot more information.
Well, see that right there. I did that.
It's hard to see because you're on the little screen. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I find algorithm. When you cut the 8.5, it becomes the 33.
Yeah. I've seen that before in the mirrored 3 with the 8. And also the 3 into the V, which becomes the heart shape. That's kind of the similar.
Well, the 3 is also the 3 is also it's also part of the word of I am yeah, of I
And
am.
it's also what we call an instant message, right?
Right. Because if you say I am right, it's actually the numeric value for it is 51, 51, 51, which is which is a star, which is actually a star.
And what we put the I on is where our attention goes. And where attention goes is where energy flows.
Pretty much.
So then we're at ion. That's why when I look at things like a tenth ion, I think of it as a tenth ion, right? A tenth ion. So it's then the 4 into 1, which is the 5.
And if you look at it, it's all built off the number 121.
And it's a temple then, right? Which is then also what we call the corners of our eyes on the outside.
Well, your eye is also like an acronym. It means for energy you exchange.
Yep. Which is what we're doing here. That's conversation, right? Conversation, convergence, convex. You have a convex and concave. The cave is where the caveman lives. So the cave is required.
The amount of numerical frequencies that I find in TikTok that are brought to me on purpose that I find them, that's how I know that's how I know.
Yeah, that's the law of attraction, right? I'm sure you know much about the law of attraction.
Yeah. Cause and effect and equivalent exchange.
Yeah. It's just a matter of what you're putting out is going to come back to you. It's like sonar, sort of.
I mean, I mean, that's the thing though, is like, I've been trying to prove something wrong, not right.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't try to prove things wrong as much as I do observe and converge. But I notice when things are wrong pretty quickly because of what I already know. I'm not sure if maybe you're the same way and you described it differently, but
No, because when I found what I found and started knowing what I know,
my point is I don't have to prove wrong what I already know is wrong. So it's like oxymoronic in a way to be like
no,
trying to prove
you
something.
make complete sense with that. Kind of smack me in the face with it.
No. I'm not trying. No, I'm
No,
saying
no,
it's
it's good.
oxymoronic
It's not
to
a bad thing.
say.
It's not a bad thing. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
I'm
didn't
just
come
making
off
sure I
wrong.
wasn't
It's not a
insulting
bad
you
thing. It's
again.
just one of those things when you have like that moment of like, yeah, if it was wrong, I'd be like, oh yes, it's wrong. Cool. I'd be satisfied.
Right.
But the more I try to prove it wrong, the more it gets proven right.
I see what you mean. Yeah, it's more like it's like a void at that point. Like
Exactly what
it's
you said, an oxymoron.
yeah.
Exactly what you said. It's 100% the catch-22 oxymoron.
And the oxymoron has the oxen at the center of it, which is the bowl, right? The oxygen, the the octo, right? Or the what's in the box, right? We get the Schrodinger's cat, and then
Pavlov's
the thing is the bell, right?
Pavlov's dogs. It's right as we said at the same time.
Pavlov's dog. Yep. See how there's convergence. So we're right on track because of that, right?
Kind of,
Because of
sort
that,
of.
right?
I
The
mean,
right.
everything is also divine timing. Everything work.
Yeah,
That's for myself. That's all I do. I don't move unless I'm told. I
we're here
don't.
because it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that part. I don't do anything. I mean, I just do. I don't come up
So,
with
so
do.
what rings a bell tends to be what you recognize
Well,
when
I
you
mean,
say, "Oh, that rings a bell."
well, okay, like when you're looking, like if you look at your birth chart, okay, most of the time, like your sun or your moon has a split in it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows, like you know what I'm saying. Like most people, their moon sign shows that's who they are privately. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't subscribe too much to the signs like that.
No, I'm just trying to give an
I've
explanation of it.
avoided that type of information because I like to hear it from other people who already have a clear view of it without having to counter them.
Okay, then I guess I won't give you any information.
No, I'm saying that I prefer to hear it from somebody who knows it, so I like to hear the information. See how it's oxymoronic?
Well, I kind of had to learn it to figure out some things.
Yeah, but then if you speak it, it allows me to then use that as a and a free association that I don't have to like mark to something else automatically. So rather than like remarking, it's a new mark, right?
Oh, sure.
Which makes it more efficient for us to cross-reference information because we're not all in the same field.
I guess.
Too much field overlap will actually cause argument
No,
because we're
I
all,
won't argue.
because we're going to be in different places within the space, right?
I mean, I'm not here to be a battle.
No, I'm just letting you know that that's just what happens is interference automatic when people are within like the same space and they're moving in different directions and claiming what is right or wrong, then it automatically creates interference. It's just a physical process, right? So if we're in different fields, it's easier to converge if we're actually ignorant of somebody else's field and then they're communicating it to us.
Okay. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna say no more. Don't worry.
Yeah. I appreciate you sharing anything you do. That's what I mean. Because I'm not going to claim to be knowing something I don't. Right. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the thing, though, is like for some reason I know a lot about a little bit, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot too. I got a lot of different areas, like a polymathic view of things. That's the poly is also a geometrical, right? Then we
Well,
have Paul and Paul, Poliwag, Poliwhirl as in Pokemon. Poultry, if you want to go that direction, right? Then you have a poultry. What's the poultry? The fern. You could go to a Christmas tree, the star. Or a Pulitzer Prize, right? Um, Polar, as in the black and the white, or the. Why are both poles on the Earth cold? That's a weird.
oh, that one made
Why?
my bad.
We don't consider it a polarity in terms of one being hot and the other cold, but cold and hot are both a polarity. So it's strange that both poles are cold when we call them poles. So is the pole actually the poles and the center? And that's what the poles are, because it's cold and hot, or the true pole. And we have triple from true pole, right? This is I just free associate a lot. That's it. I know not everybody's like as inclined at that. That's why I try to just put it in the chat and not interrupt.
Yes. So where am I? Here I am. Yeah. So let me get this off over here. So what does everybody think about the artwork in the background? The most crazy it's to be ourself related in between a lot of patterns. It's funny, I feel like I can almost grab the pattern in the air. So let me see what else are in these patterns. Let me see what else is in these patterns. Okay, over here, 3, 6, 9, 12, right? So what is this? 3, 6, 9. They're all 3, 6, 9. The difference is 1 and 2 association, 1 and 5 association, 1 and 8, 2 and 7 association. So these are all the associations that create 3, 6, and 9. As well, if you were counting from 3 over to 15, over to 27, over to 39, over to 50, 61. Look at that. Something's wrong.
Why did you choose yellow and blue on the other side? Don't mind me
1
asking.
and 8, 9, 1 and 8, 9, 4 and 8, 9. I'm just trying to see. I have to think about why. Let me think.
I just didn't know if you had a color code system or something.
I know the colors meant nothing. That's for sure. 1881 is both Venus. It's both the. You see, there's the thing about what my work does is I have a question about 1 and 0. 1 can split a window. 1 can run on a 45-degree angle running through the cube. Otherwise, 1 runs all the way around the cube but never gets to the heart. 1 can create the cube itself and 4 ones cubic in, right? But 3 ones, okay, you see when you run across here, it's longer than this arm. This arm to here is longer than this arm. So my question is this the river that flows here? And if it's longer at this arm and it had to stop, How do I stop in between? Should I be running, you see these diagonal lines? So I stop in between here. And then I would think of the letter tet in Hebrew going on angles, and that represents the queen. So I have an association of Gemini, and the 6, I'm going to have an association of Virgo. But if I go 60, okay, completing all 12, then I'm going to go back to Gemini. 60 starts everything over again. You see this over here? That's the pig. That's the pig. It's also 5 by 12. So we went around 5 times 12 equals to 60. So this is what I try to understand. This is what guides me to say what I say. 5 times 12 equals to 60. The pig is the 12th zodiac. Okay. It's also going to be Pisces, Pisces, right? So when I get into the 120, right? Once I reach 120, 120 equals to 1 through 15. So check this out. When I add up 1 through 15, it equals to 120. 120 is 10 times 12 equals to the zodiac 10 times. That means 121, which is May 1st, okay, equals to Aries in 1111. 11 times 11. Does this work out in in anybody's book? Am I calculating this right? So let me explain it again. The zodiac goes by 10 times.
Answer this, or do you want me to let Mr. Richard answer it?
Well, anybody can answer. So if the zodiac goes by 10 times, wouldn't that be 110 times each one of the signs? 12 signs equals to 120. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that means that the 121st sign, right? The 121st sign is May 1st, Aries. It's the 11th of Aries.
Or
So the 11th of Aries is about why it's hold on a second. Why is it 11th of Aries and I'm in May over here? What is going on with this?
it's
Whoa.
January 21st is what it is.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too. That's power. Yes, 121. You can do that.
Yeah, it's January 21st.
I'm just trying to.
It starts at April. It starts at April on a leap year. Or 1980 starts April on a leap year. April 14th, which is the 111th day, or April 20th. Excuse me, it's like April 20th or April something like that. I had it all broke down. It's a leap year. 1980 is a leap year. It's the 111th day. If January was if they started like they would normally, January would be the exact 11th month of the calendar year. It's the Aquarius zodiac sign. It's the beginning of Aquarius. 121 is a perfect square number of 11 times 11.
Okay.
With the 11th being the 11th zodiac sign makes that number squared. 11, 11, 11.
Okay, so I was talking about something a little bit different. I was talking about this over here to start with. What happens is the 121st day is May 1st, 5 and 1. Noted to be 5 and 1. What we can do with that is 432 vibration, 2 fire signs. Although May is not the fire sign. This is still in Taurus over here. So we're in Taurus, right? But check it out. It makes the 121st day. 1111 is inside Taurus's too. So it becomes 121. This is cribbage. When you add 1 through 20, okay? When you add 1 through 20, it equals 120 plus the 1. That's your stretch sign. Everything is 121, 11, 11. This, when you get to this, you have run the zodiac 10 times, 12 signs. The 11th time you start inside, if we started from 0, 1, this would be in Aquarius. When we get back here at this time, we're in Aries. But if I push this forward over here, okay, if I push this forward, would have to change that date to starting in Aries. Well, actually, it would be just March. It would be Aries and Aries. I have to look at this again. The 11th passing of the sign. If I had to shift the signs from where they are, how do I do this? I have to think of this. It's a little confusing. But anyways, no one day is one day alone. It's sets of days, right? Just like in baseball, it's not one ball, it's not two balls, it's not three balls, but it could be three balls if they were thrown as strikes. But then it might be four balls, and if they were thrown as balls, but they're always thrown as balls. So when they tell you 4 balls, you take a walk, it's actually 4 balls that were balls, that when you threw the 4 balls, what the result was of the 4 balls, but you're always throwing that ball. Just like in hockey, when you shoot, you're not shooting nothing. You're swinging with a stick, but you're swinging what? You're on the ice. Your stick's got to be, because you can't lift it off the ice, because that kind of swinging ain't going to happen. And it's a slap shot. No one slapped nobody. Who slapped who, right? Words of expression, direction, dictation. So you saw what's happening. Let me see if this
Have you ever heard the thing where they slap the chicken to cook it? They talk about Superman slapping a chicken so hard he could cook it. That's what that made me think of.
You must work at school, right?
I'm a school myself.
No, that's why I said it, because it's a little funny. So let me see what the next number is. 3, 12. Okay, so this one is the movement. Why? Oh, yes. This is the movement of 3. This is the movement of 4. This one matches up 3 lines. This one matches up 9. Add 9 to every single one, and every single one will add up to 3. But in each one, it's going to tell you, and this one is very, very good. This is very strong, right? This is the electric moon passing through 66, the eye. These are the angels, 3 by 13, 3 by 31, 13, 31, inside of this one, inside the 3rd house. This is what happens to the house: 3, 12, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 3, 8 and 4, 3, 7, and 5, 12, 1 and 2, 3. So irrelevant to which one you do, they all work out that way, because, well, it's the 3rd house. But the 30 is here and here. But here we get 51, 51, 51. What is 105? What is 105? What is 105? Check this out. These cubes, when they meet at 35, at 3.5, the heart times 3 is 105. Area 51. This cube, every side has 4 corners. So it's 515151 to the heart, inside the heart area, which makes that beveled space inside. What does everybody think about this house?
If you're ready, I mean, I've got all the information for all that stuff that you're talking about, like all of it. I mean, that's part of everything. Like it goes with prophecy, it goes with numerology, it goes with everything that you're wanting to find. And
So what are people? What are others on this planet looking to know? Is there something very important that they want to know, that you've found out about, that they'd want to know? What would they look for? What would they say? Oh my God, I can't believe the good Lord is with us. What numbers would present this? Or what design?
everything in Ezekiel, when he talks about the ox, the face of a man, the eagle, and the and not the eagle is the scorpion, the ox, the face of the man, the eagle, and the last one. Shoot, the lion. Of course, why could I forget that? The lion, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
In numbers, what do they do? How do they associate? How can we? I want to associate the zodiac. I want to associate the months, the moons, the 52 weeks, the
I mean,
7 days.
I can associate all this. I mean, if you, I mean, if you're, I mean, but
No, I mean, do you have something like any just something you can just say, just something, just about something small?
yeah, the and our ancient ancestors, if you go back to to Persian, the great royal stars, the guardians of the sky. They're talked about in Ezekiel.
Right, but the
That's why.
numbers, did they have any numbers that are relative to the days of the week, to the 52 weeks, to the 13 moons, to the
They have
12?
yes, they have their own. They have their own. Yes, they have their own numbers.
Which one do you have? Can you have any one in particular?
Yeah, I have all four.
Or just, do you have any one and just tell me the number of the star
50,
and tell
we'll
me
go
the
with
number?
51. The first one you said, we'll go 51.
Okay, what is the name of it?
The royal star of the watermen, Aquarius.
So you're looking at Aquarius?
Yep, it's the royal. It's called. It's literally called the royal star of the watermen. The number 51. It's also known as the sacrificed warrior. It's known as the workhorse. It's known to bring people to monumental heights fast. It's known to bring about enemies really fast because of how they just move and just how they are. The generalization of these type of people, the ones that carry the people that carry the frequency of that number.
That's funny.
Why is it
You
funny?
know what's funny also is that Aqua uh, is uh, is 3939 with the A. It's 40,
That's
but
why it goes, and that's why it goes back to when Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, whenever he went back and he told him, he said, "Follow the man into the house with the pitcher." When he said that to him, he was telling him, follow the Aquarius man into the house
So,
with
so when you
into
put
the
in
house of Aquarius.
Aquarius, you get the Greek vase, and then within the Greek vase, I'm looking at the emojis, right? When you get the Greek vase that comes from Aquarius, then you also get the cross after you put in Greek.
Well, not just that, because he was a Pisces, and Pisces swims up the river that the Aquarius pours.
But the Pisces was switched with the Aquarius. That's what.
Pisces star in the constellations. When you look in the sky, the Pisces swims. The fish is literally swimming up the river of that. The
Right,
Aquarius.
but when you look at the where Jesus was, the famous picture where he was baptized, and you can see the difference in the art where the fish were at the bottom of that.
Right, the Pisces or Aquarius comes after Pisces.
Have you seen the difference in the art depending on which one you look at?
Yes, it's the name of it is formal halt. She's right. Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, so there was a change in the art, right, to change the frame of reference into what is what and who is who, and that transition matters, right?
Well, that's the thing is we just transitioned out of Pisces and into Aquarius.
Well, that's the correction.
can I show you how I shift around numbers in this? Just give me a minute. So I just chose to do this star over here, right? And I chose this specifically for that. But when I square this off, when we come over here, now this could move. I can move this all the way. I don't think it moves anymore unless somebody can show me how to make this smaller. I need this square in the center. Do you follow me? So what I do is I connect 16 and 30, or what is 7 and 3, right? Or 36, 44, 45. Then I connect 20, 36, 30, 54, 20, and 50. So over here, I had a 50. Over here, I had a 56. Over here, I had a 36. I'm just trying to show you a different way. So 7, 2, 6, 2, 7, 3, 6, 3, 9. Now I can keep shifting this, but I can't move it if I'm running in this conjunction. Not sure what it means. I did it a long time ago.
Something like this.
Let's see.
Looks like Sudoku.
No, mine's not mirrored. You mirrored yours. Or
Okay.
hold on a second. Where did you get the 65 from, the 51? Where are all these numbers coming from? Are you going from the center out or the in out or out in?
Center out.
What?
Center out.
Okay.
Middle out. Middle out is what that's called in programming, I think, or as in a mind map. The Mayans map.
So how do you calculate all these things? I mean, how does 10 break down into I mean, I want to see the focus, like, and no jumping around. Too much jumping around is hocus pocus, you know. I
I mean,
want
that's,
to
that's the math for it right there, top.
I want to see, but in the picture, show me the picture where you're starting from, and then I'll understand the outside your numbers.
Right here. Starts right here.
Okay, 10 goes to 5.
Yeah, it breaks down to 5 and 5.
Okay, and then
And then the
you
5
get
and 5. Huh?
yeah, okay, and then 5 and 5 is
It would become, well, you got to take the 5, and then you have the 41s that all come into the 5. I mean, it's all the numbers that break down into the 5, and as they spread out, like where they go. Like I was in an extreme like zone when I was doing this. It all comes down to the 23, to the 37s, 51, 65. These are all royal stars, man. These are all the royal stars. Everything breaks down to what this is. Comes into the 74s. It comes into everything. It just literally just flows like. Because, well, 51 be like 5-1. I mean,
I got a phone call to take.
okay.
What's up? Good evening. Not too much. Just taking a break from my
What's your other stuff on top? Did you explain that already?
What?
I'm looking at it. It's interesting. All of your stuff's algorithmic too, right? It seems to be.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it all flows flawlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, I can respect that for sure. Because you're building from patterns. So have you thought about like rotating the square within this and into different like geometrical rotations, like degrees, I mean?
Yeah.
So where the corners could line up to the petals rather than the way that it is currently, like the 45-degree translation.
Well, I did it that way because the stars would be outward, not inward.
That's why I'm saying, have you tried to just translate it that way to see what happens?
I
That's what
mean, in a roundabout way, yeah. I mean, it just comes into the 74-10-1.
right. So if we oscillate between those in a binary way, that's the 45-degree rotation of the math that I would be discussing, which is between the plus and the multiplication, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to do the multiplication, you can do it with multiplication. Absolutely.
Which becomes expansive at that point, right? The
Yeah, it
more,
becomes hyper. It becomes hyper expansive.
yeah, exactly. You see.
But the key that I've learned about the key that I've learned about this mathematics is that even when our ancestors did this mathematics and they were using this mathematics, everything was kept to its simplest form.
Right. That's where I'm.
That's the key to
Right.
it. Like the more complicated you get with it, the more stagnant the work can become.
So when we look at like severity, we can say there's a level of that where you can be angry, right? Severity,
Well,
anger.
yeah. Anybody. I mean, yeah. I mean, anybody could be upset, angry. I mean, it's a natural form of emotion. You know what I'm saying? But my goal is as part of myself. If I'm gonna see, and this is something I iterate in a lot of the.
My goal is Michael.
Right, that's what I'm saying, and that's something that I iterate in a lot. And when I speak in with like spiritual lives or speaking with even religious lives, is like you can't relate nothing to anybody else. You can only relate something to yourself. So the only way to relate things is to relate to what you know. I mean, I can't be you. I'm not you. I can't relate to you. I don't even know your
So when
birthday.
we say relate, or we say relay, we're talking about something that's repeating, it's happening again, and it's
Right.
relating as in the past,
hmm
right?
And a lot of times, in the way this goes is there there's truth, and then there's perception and opinion.
I'm saying if you're always late,
Uh-huh.
then you're never on time.
Can be, yeah, yeah.
That's always late is never on time.
That's the truth. I mean, that's a truth. That's a 100% truth. I agree with that. That's beautiful. It
We are here. Now, if I draw a line from here down to the center over here, and I don't believe this box should be like this because I don't have a 9 here. This is only a 4. So this is only a corner of 9. I should have, see this here? I should have 8 more around this whole section. Then I can set it up. Mars quarters, right, inside the rotation of the pools. You can also find this on your coffee tray. I'm trying to see where my coffee tray is. See the 4
Right.
areas with each one a 3.
I mean this is that stuff I've been trying to give you, like, and trying to help as much as I can. I mean, what I can give you, if you write it down and you take it, and maybe you can find an answer for it. But I mean, I've got so much that I mean, I know what it is, and I know where it comes. It's all our ancestors. It's all,
So
and
you
I've
do a
reached,
video, put it up on your page, and I can come to your page and just send me the link when it's up, and I'll come and take a look how it works and see if I can work something out of it. That'll be easy to do.
I think it's best to prompt and cross reference like a court, basically.
Yeah, certainly. Always cross reference for sure, for sure. Even if they're just numbers. I mean, first of all, the words are words. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the alphabet, right?
I mean,
So
it's
the
one of those
manipulation
situations.
and understanding of the numbers is like Forbidden said, is when you understand what happened in history, you can see how those numbers moved around and see if they correlate with which dimension, like the
Well,
sun and the moon.
that's something that me and you've done already. Like, even with my own numbers, like, me and you've done it. And I've even got a screen recording of it, of when we did it, and the things that happened in that screen recording that were like, you can't. I mean, literally with the numerical
But that
probability of
was
it happening, and the numerical
The disadvantage of you doing it in a separate video, I'm saying, is that you don't get the prompt response from the
Oh no,
person.
no, it's not. There's no separate video. It must have been in a live somewhere.
Yes, it wasn't alive. Me and you
It's
did
there's no
live.
separate video. I don't do any separate videos. Everything for me, everybody gets to see. I'm full transparent.
Yeah, it was complete. Yeah, it was somebody else's live. Me and you were in somebody else's live, and we were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
it.
Me, I'm full transparent, or I'm fully alone.
And I mean, I don't know. Something told me to like screen record it, and when I did, like what happened then and there was like absolutely. It was random. I'll just tell you that it was random. I mean, like you've had a lot of this information for a while.
I'm trying to look for where is that? Oops.
But you do a lot of numbers though too, so I can see how it could be easily lost in translation.
Oh yeah. I'm just trying. How can I get? Can I? Let's see if I can shine this light over here. Okay, so let me see. Let me just go through some of this stuff over here. I've been off my case for a second. Here's one of the cycles starting at 3, going to 9, 1, 2, and then until you get to, what was this cycle? Okay, yes. So doing this cycle, when you get to 8 here, something is off on this 258. So let me see this for a second.
That's another thing, is the word awful is awful. Awful. It's all off. It's interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me show you what I did here. Check this out. 369 is where everything begins, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Just continue the same thing. So here you get 4, 7, 1, right? The Sophio. 5, 8, 2, Sophio. 3, 6, 9, 7, 4, 1, 8, 2, 5, 9, 6, 3, 1, 3, 6. And all by the continuation of this. Do you see that? And then when you run, look, fire, 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 water, water, earth, earth.
You know that's something. You know that's something I've been trying to tell you too. Is that I'm two air signs and two fire signs, and they make a perfect X in the zodiac chart. Make
Yes.
the absolute perfect X.
Yeah, and it's a heart X because it has 9. It runs 1, 5, 9, 3, 7.
It meets
19,
it meets at the 13th spot.
the 13th spot in your the 13th spot in yours.
Yes.
In
See, look.
mine,
And it equals ace. Look, ace.
yes, 1, 3, 5. Yes.
Look.
Okay, but which numbers are you connecting?
This is my birthday.
Okay, okay, but no, but the relevance.
121, 1981. When you add up 1981, it comes up to the number 19.
Yes.
That's 10 1. That's 1. Reduces back to 1. So when you go 1 and 3, there's A and C. Now you add that, you come back all the way back through. It's 1, 3. It adds up to, it brings back in the 5 right there. My life path is a 23-5. My name added up in Pythagorean is 51.
Okay, so you're, but towards the zodiac, how would you establish these besides us?
Because
Just
I am an Aquarius sun. I am a Leo moon. And for the probability for me to end up with a 23 matching with a royal star and a 51 matching with a royal star, that breaks down to the 6 and the 5 coming back to the eagle.
right, but that's a lot of manipulation for just.
That's not manipulation. That's literally my name, and that's literally my name.
Yes,
and my birth.
but that's a lot of manipulation for one person to equate to one person. I want to get this done on a large scale where I can get a number to say, okay, it's Leo. Here's a number that goes with it.
23. Leo is 23.
Okay, because you're giving me a lot of words without numbers and
Well, I
association
said there was
to.
23. I said Leo was 23. My life path is 23.5. 23
Right,
is
but
regular.
it's just your life path. You're just associating. We as humans are just an end
It's right
result
here.
of a.
It's right there. There it is. There's your proof. There's what you're looking for right there.
I'm not sure I'm explaining myself. Okay, okay, this is a story, right, in which I will
Okay.
have to study in order to understand what you're saying. So I'm going to screenshot it because just to hear you tell me something in this group, I'm try and see how we can connect this to something. So I'm going to have to do like homework to see this what you're talking about. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
and
you're because
I've
when
given, but I mean that's the thing is I've given this to you like 4 or 5 times, like the exact same thing. I even showed you how they equal to 88.
but I can't study everything. I can't look at your work and everybody else's work.
No, I
You know,
mean
if
we
you do
me,
a
me and you.
video, I can go in and see it myself. If you're going to put something out there that has to come into my box and I have 100 things in my box, I'm not going to
Right.
see it.
I mean
You,
I,
you
I've sent
know,
I've sent numerous things to you. I'm saying like I'm trying to find the thing with the numbers in it right now, so you have
Right
them.
now, what I'm looking for right now, you want me to tell you what I'm looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for someone who can create a program. I can have my own website or whatever you want to call it, that I can put up all my work on it and scatter. Everybody can have like their own mailbox. If others want to put up their work in their mailbox, they can have their own mailbox on my page if they want to share their work also. And there's going to be a
There you
mainframe
go.
that
I gotta go find it.
all the work that's it's okay, don't worry about it. All the work that comes out onto the mainframe that you share, all the work that everybody's going to do can be put into the game, and we can run the algorithm on all the words, connecting it to the zodiac and etc like that. I don't have the complete compromise of, should I say, compromise of how the game should work. Yes, a mainframe. So let me see. I'm going to put this on the side. This one I did looking at what two does. So remember, if two is two, then two would be Venus. Venus in the first house, the second house, the third, fourth, fifth. When you're looking at this goes to what is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So everything flips upside down with Venus. 2 and 12, 14, 6 and 8, 14, 4 and 10, 14, 5, 5, 5. 12 and 14, 26. 8 and 18, 26. 10 and 16. JZ. Inside what is the alpha house? 2, what is now 10. 5 times
If you
2.
could if you could trace the algorithm and then like label it, I think it would make it easier
Yeah,
to
yes,
just
I would love to. I have, listen, I have the skeleton formation of a reality that exists.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. The framework.
Yeah, so check this out. If you can check this out, check this out. Hold on a second. What day is it today?
It is Wednesday, October 22nd.
See this here? I don't know how to show this off. I wish I can show this off bigger. Can I get the numbers here? Copy. So let's see if I can copy it to here. No, it didn't work there. Uh, did it work? Copy. Copy. No. No. Let me try it again. Okay. Cut. No, it's not cutting. It's not copying. Let me see if I can do it again. No. Okay, so let me just show you it. I see, do the best I can here. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see. Watch the wave it does. This line here, you know what I did? I did two lines next to each other. I'm going to see if I can remove this line here.
So do you know about Google Sheets? It's a spreadsheet program that you can use online so other people can view it.
No, I don't. I don't know anything. I'm really
Okay.
like I'm looking for some people to work with that I can complete this. So now what I want to show you is this. I need to duplicate these lines here, this line here. So what do I do here? Uh, like that. Copy. Okay, so now I want to show you what I just did. Hold on a second. Okay, this is what I did. Check this out. I don't know. Maybe it'll help. I don't know if it'll help.
Mhm.
Okay, so check it out. So check it out. All the rows are 142857, okay? So I want you to concentrate just on those rows as I pull it back if you could. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can take away the light.
It's a little hard with the jitter, that's all.
Hold on, let me see if I can do it with my phone and see if I can show it to you. I can see it. The thing is, you know what I have to do somehow? I have to be able to how do I get a screenshot of this whole thing? How can I take a screenshot of this? Oh, I know how to do that. We'll just take a picture. Hold
Windows
on.
key Shift S, I think, maybe is it. The hotkey for taking a screen cap with the mouse. That might be it.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to show here is that this row of 142857, if you can see it properly, right? And you can also see the way the tilt goes, everything that's going on where the zeros are. Okay, this is the seventh scale over here.
I see a grid pattern emerging on it.
You can see because you can see that the size of each number is slightly different. The 5 and the 2 are the same. The 1 is different. The 7 and the 4 are different. You see the way they're all different. Even our letters, the back sides, the angles, if we can take all our letters and all our words and put them next to each other, we're going to recreate with my phone. Yes, with my phone. Thank you very much. Much appreciated with my phone. Thank you, Pascal. Thank you. Okay. What happened to Forbidden?
I'm not sure. He said he was going to go find something and then he disappeared.
Oh,
There he
okay.
is. He's back.
Okay, so right now, so I want to take a look at this, and I think only I am having trouble because I'm not sure if I'm seeing my imagination or you know what I'm
So,
saying?
so when you look at an angle like up a wall, I think the Egyptians probably did this too. This is part of what people don't understand. When you look at a pattern up a wall, it highlights it in a way because of that angular dimension, right?
Right.
So if you take your phone and you put it like you look at from your charger port towards the top of your phone
Right.
across it, you see the emergence of the pattern much more easily, right? just as if it were the wall, like in an Egyptian temple, so to speak, because you would be at the bottom of it and you would be looking up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I've been trying to highlight on these different, like the Star of David, even, and things like that. There's different patterns that show up as you project them onto a larger angular viewpoint like that.
Yes, so I have, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did that, right? I did it with a lot of Star of David. The Star of David is like all over the place. It's like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to open up something with my can over. I have to eat something for a minute. I gotta take a bite to eat. I'm starved. Give me a minute.
You got a manual or an automatic one?
Some pictures. I'm gonna try and go through some pictures. You know.
It's a manual or automatic. Those are two names, the mat or the manual. The manual is what you read.
Right. Yes.
I used to work at a taco place called Manuel's.
What is it called?
Manuel's. It was a taco place. It was called Manuel's Taco Hut.
Wow. I used to love driving my truck. I used to drive my truck, man. Used to love it. All these taco places, eh? Let me see what else we can drum up here. Hold on. I'm going to bring out some more papers. Just hold on. So I showed you this earlier, right? You can see that?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay. This is the movement of force.
Fours as in force.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 lines. And it joins together. I'm not sure how many folds you have to have. 3 folds.
It reminds me of a tree.
Oh, yeah. But 3 folds. I mean, if I had to fold this, right? The only way for it to go around, you need 3 folds. Like at the 4, either you bend it at 1, 2, and you bend it at 3, 4. And then at 4, 3, and then 1, 2, or this is incomplete. So what it is it's the fire, earth, air, and water. That's how it became connected like this. What just happened here? Wow, how do I get this picture off? I think I'm stuck. Wow, I'm stuck. Oh my God. That was crazy. I have to turn this camera around. Yeah, so let me see what else was written down here. Do you think it's possible we're 3 people?
It's possible. 2 into 1, because the 2 need to converge into the 1, and that's 3 points.
Anyways, just to show you that. See, this is the way the one with 4 works. See, 3 in a row, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Where they converge. Check 108. 108. Now the question about this is where are these 3 numbers? Is it because of how many area spaces we use? Should I mirror it? What happens if I put 5 numbers in a row? 5 numbers in a row is like area 51, right? You stop. Why? On a dice cube, There's 5 sides that you see. The other side, the 6th side, is the tail side of the head. 5 and 1. That's it. 4, 3, 2, in between. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 between 1 and 6. But it becomes 1 and 5 and 2 and 6. Thank you. 4, 13, 22. This is the same movement. This one is the movement of 9. And every number is a zodiac sign. Aquarius assembled as one, made up of Virgo and made up of Leo. But when you're counting backwards, this can be also what is Libra and what is Scorpio. So it all depends. There's a lot of things to discuss on how these numbers work and associated with our zodiac. I want to see. I don't know what this. I haven't seen these in a long time. Let me take a look at this because I don't get it. Okay. Okay. First of all, it's wrong. But I wrote down the initials of the days of the week. Here I started with Monday. Oh, okay, I started with Sunday. Okay. M, the 13th letter. T for Tuesday, the 20th letter. W for Wednesday. Thursday. Friday's an F6. Saturday's a 19. Sunday's a 19. Monday and Tuesday. Here I started at Sunday. 19 and 6, 25, 43. What does it tell me? I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm going to look a little bit deeper. It was just a way of looking at things. Yeah, I know it's a lot of weird stuff that I do.
It would stand to reason the person who most understood forbidden, sorry to interrupt, but the person who most understood would be the least understood by others. That's what tends to happen. And I'm trying my best to give you my piece, but each time we're together, I'm with Tack Pans and I'm respecting him because he's the one providing the information, right? I could go on and on and on and on about a bunch of stuff, but I'm not going to go do that. You can go to my page if you need that. I apologize if I disrespected you in any way, but I intend to work together with everybody, right? That's the point here.
You know, if we had show and tell, 5 minutes or 10 minutes each person, but if I let everybody take over the channel, I may as well go to their channel and watch their channel. So I'm looking for others to ask me to look for something that somebody can't find. I want to know something somebody can't find, or I want to see numbers that are associated. I like to listen to scripture a little bit, so I look at the numbers that go in with it. But if I only listen to scriptures, it's all put together by numbers. And if we talk about every scripture, I mean, just 2 scriptures alone, there's so many numbers inside, different stars that connect, every single word. I'm still trying to learn myself. What is the letter A? What is the letter A? Is the letter A 3 times of what it is? Right? Is every letter 3 times more than what it is? If that would happen, then every single letter will be 3, 6, and 9. right? So check this out. A, 1, B, 2, C, 3. Now, if A was 3 and B was 6 and C was 9, we already know A is singular. We already know that B is duality. And 3 would be all three of them. 9 would be all three. So if I start ranking the numbers together, A equals to what is 1 plus 2 equals to 3. B equals to 3 and 3 equals to 6. Or what is 4 and 2, okay, equals to 6. Or what is 5 and 1 equals to 6. So you see what happened to 3, 6, and 9? It becomes the association. Oh no! When you come in, I mean, I mean, you can say whatever you want, forbidden. What I do is, I don't want to go too far off the trail, right? And relating it just to our personal selves. I mean, I can relate a lot to myself. I just not sure what it's going to show off of, how if it bounces off of zodiacs. Who are we? We're nobody. We need noblemen. I need Einstein and Shakespeare. I need president's men. You know what I'm saying? Things we can all relate to, but to relate to just me, I can't relate to just me. Who am I? So I'm trying to put out there a program. So when you're talking about Enoch or this, we can talk about one thing at a time. Let's bring out some numbers. Let's see where it matches. Let's juggle around this alphabet. I'm just trying to stick to that program. And I'm not looking to offend anybody either, but that's why I'm guiding. As I am being guided, I am guiding the sleigh myself.
That's why you got to be careful not to be too rude, or we offend people. Rudolph, right? I appreciate your numbers, Forbidden. Sometimes it's just hard to see the connection. Like, that's all. I'm trying to see. Same with Tack Fans. That's why I'm still here. He knows things I don't. If he didn't, I wouldn't be here, would I? Very much.
So 9i, C being 100%, right? C being 100% as 9i is what is 1 and 8, is what is 2 and 7, is what is 3 and 6, is what is 4 and 5. I also think it's 2 and 3 and 4. It's also 9 and 9 equals to 18, and 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to 9 and equals to 18. So what this number does, right, is it creates the diameter. It creates that protractor that goes around. I don't know what the words are, right? Yes, love, remember, we had enough divide.
We're meant to be converging vision, not dividing vision right now.
It's funny, Ezekiel 110, okay, so that would be 70 minutes. 700 can be used as what is C, okay? What is DC? DCC or CDC 777. It's funny how that number 11 just doesn't cease to amaze me. So what I did is I went to the hour, right? I went to the hour of 1 hour and 10 minutes, which is 70 minutes. 70 minutes at seconds is 420. It opens up the four-way portal. It's also what is 7 is the connecting what's it called, poles of the cube. But guess what? So is the 11. The 11 is the void of what is the 7. So when you put up 110 there, right away it's telling me EZ. So how do I read that word easy kill?
Easy kill.
Easy
Yep.
kill at 110? That's a crazy word.
Yeah, that's a lot.
70 minutes, 420. So 70 minutes, 110. You can see this as 11. The cube is 11 void, 7 dot. 420 is your communication. Why? Because it's 7 minutes, right? You can look at this as 1 minute, 10 seconds, which you can look at this as 70 seconds, or you can look at it this as 1 hour, 10 minutes, 70 minutes. So 7 by 6 is 42. I didn't want to do the whole long number. 4 by 20 is where we have the, I like to call it the teacher, or what is filtration.
Well, that's a good one, filtration.
The reason for this is because of the crossover. Hold on a second. Did someone say steak? Yeah, here it is. The crossover. Going from the bottom left to the top right. 159, fire, 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 add 4, add 4. Top, bottom right, top left, 2, 2. Right? Here, my first jump into my fire, I only jumped 4. I didn't create a 10. Here, I jumped from earth to earth. I didn't create a 10. 6 and 8. Here, I went to 12. I didn't create a 10. My first connection is the opposite way. 3 over to 7 is my first 10 connect. Air, air. 1 between 2 equals to 3. My crossover is by 4 by 2. Going this way, it's by 2. But going that way, it's by 4. Is it because something's thicker? Is it the strand is thicker that every time you wrap it around, is it going around the pole? Is it going over to create the 9? And is this one a pole going underneath the bridge? One is Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y descend. I don't even know the song, but anyways, I cuckoo. Yeah, so there's a lot of things we can mention. Just let me see what's going on.
If we had 10 chins, we'd have to cut the fat, right? That's how I see it. 10 chins, you got to cut the fat because you got too many chins. You got to, if you had a double chin, triple chin, quadruple chin, at a certain point, you got 10 chins, and you're really fat. You're resisting a lot, right? That's where you need to release and understand that you're accidentally applying too much resistance, right? And that's where you get obesity. It's because you're eating too much and you're not allowing yourself to process things. That's why fasting is necessary, right?
I agree with you. No one has to make apologies for anything. People, you do as you do. No one said anybody did anything wrong, right? I'm just running a channel. I'm just keeping things, you got the border lines and the dividing highways and stuff. I'm just trying to keep it lined up to the way I see it has to go. Otherwise, what am I going to do? Like I mentioned, I can go to your channel. You can send me a message. I can only see so much. And like I mentioned, I'm trying to put out here so we can contact a whole lot easier. Is that if I had, and I like to say mine, I want to say it that way, whether it's the right way to say it, ours, whether it's called a cooperative, whichever way you want to look at, to enter, to understand how the numbers associate together before the numbers became any words, before the numbers became any royal star, before the numbers became anything at all, how they work together. Then I would associate my games and put the games, and then eventually put letters upon them, and then words, and then associate, etc. Just nice and slow. It's a slow roll. There's a lot of things that connect. I don't know all of them. I know you do, and others do. We're not the only ones. I'm not the only channel. But I do know if you share it, I will look because I do know that your work is good. I just don't understand it if it's not finely explained, like detail for detail. I'm slow. I'm not very quick. I'm not like Richard. I'm not like I'm not like I'm not like Love Remembers. I'm not like AI. I'm not like every time I look at your name, wow, it just like was it Gumby I'm looking at? Oh, it's a gam bird. You're like game bird. Like
Yes, I'm the game bird. I'm the Quetzalcoatl.
who be what?
The Quetzalcoatl.
Oh my God. What character is that from?
I don't know, a messy Potamia or something. I don't know what it is.
Mesopotamia?
Mesopotamia, yeah.
So Meso, every time I look with M and E, so check this out. And this is where I'm going to end it for now. And maybe I'll jump on somebody else's live. It's hard to gauge. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I like to answer questions. M is the 13th letter. E is the 5th letter. M plus E equals to 18. It is the letter R. When you put M, E, R together, you have what is REM, right? Rapid eye movement. You also have the word ocean and mother, MERE. You also have the orange ball in the game of pool, which is the 13 and 5. You have a total of 18, also represents one half of the circle. We only need one half to play because if we had the whole circle, it would equate to having two heads. The other, and also a directive. One of the directives in words is pole. The other one is equator. So in the directive of creation, I have to add this into the game. And everybody knows on equator, anything that says QUAT, especially equator, you say it's 4 because it's quarters, the earth quarters. Everything has quadrants in different places, thirds, this, that, the other thing. Listen, we live on a system, right? So then we have the orange ball. Orange is 60. You can say orange angel, or you can say the O range, right? Is it the O range?
I love the
Gee,
O-Rain.
home on the range. Or and this is a 15 and 45 because we have a negative letter in here, and then in here we have O and R fit together. What is R? It's 6 by 3. What is O? It's 5 by 3. Letters that fit in association towards their. I'm not even sure how to do it. I'm just like exhausted right now. Also, 3.5. If I would reduce this, I go 1 point. If I would reduce this, right, and move this here, this would say ace. This says ace, ACE. Here is a right angle. There's a right angle and a left angle to this. The house is split. This is a straddle horse inside the ace. The ace, ACE, and this is 13. 8 and 5, 13. 7 and 6, 13. Which 13 do we want? This also cycles with the moon, 13 moons. This one over here, feminine, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2, communication amongst the houses, the fire and the air, just like Forbidden said, 1, 3, 7, 9 fit inside that 5. I can look at this and say, look at Italy. Italy has the IT system plugin, 2 different 9s, 2 9, right? 5 times 2 times 2, 5 plus 2 plus 2, 29. 2 9 hook up together with 11s. See those two sticks, 11 here and 11 at the bottom. When the two squares hooked up, 11, 11, 11, all the hookups. But that's not what I'm looking at. This is the cube. This is the Italian Vatican door that was put together. I just said the door is a 2x4. The other door is a 2x4. This is 8. This is 8. The 88 constellations. The corner missing here. The corner missing here. 1 of 7 used. 1 of 7 used. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, 7 of 8, 7 of
Now we're in a
8.
direct conversion with my sheet here. The convergence with my sheet. I have this as x cubes, 2l's, all dot is overlap. Interesting.
Overlap. Right now I'd like an overlap. So yeah, we have this one here. And the one I was actually looking for, what was that? Oh, the one I wanted to bring up was this one here. But before I bring that one up, all right, I don't want to, like, I don't just want to do one thing. So has anybody had their own art studio in their own building? Has anybody owned a building with an art studio in it? Has anybody thought of going out and thinking about it?
I've been in there before.
Yeah, we're looking to save the dinosaurs. I'm looking
I've
to
been in your place often.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's weird. But anyway, I mean, it's a good weird because I'm funky weird like that. But it's like, okay, it just seems so familiar. It's wild. So what one thing that I wanted to say was, have y'all noticed that I believe this is what I was talking to Source about today. I live in Florida, but I can feel the change in the climates, not just in the temperature. It's like I feel like we're going back to the original calendar, whether they like it or not, in that it feels like summer and it's winter, fall here. And it's too cool. It's like it resonates in my body like huge. And when I'm saying it right now, I'm just expanding. It's just, I think, they can't control anything anymore. They're losing, the empires are crumbling.
It's funny that you say that. It's a calculable and non-calculable reality. In the cubes and everything, it just dictates a period of time. I mean, obviously, I'm directing my vision off the numbers I read. The question is my vision and numbers without dispute. We all know that if I show you 6, 5, do you know what's on the other side? It's undisputable that it's 1 and 2. If I show you 1 and 5, it's undisputable it's 6 and 2. Right? So if I say 6 times 2, 6 plus 2 is 8 and 12, 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. How is that possible? It's perfect. But what if I was able to do it again? 1 and 4 or 1 and 3? 1 and 3, 6 and 4. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4. 24, 10, 34. 3 and 4 is 10. 3 and 4 is 7. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4 is 7. How's that possible? Let's try it again. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2. 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5. 20 and 9, 29. 2 and 9, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Undisputable. So perfect. Who is this creator? This is what I want to see. This is what I want to answer. This is simple stuff. This is all very simple. But wait, there's more to it. Is it 13 or is it 39? Or is it 30? Now, how in the world is 30 become 39? And how does 10 become 21? Here is what it is. 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals to 30. Now, 6 plus 7 equals to 13, right? 9 plus 4 equals to 13. 8 plus 5 equals to 13, where 1 plus 6 equals to 7, 2 plus 5 equals to 7, 3 plus 4 equals to 7. We just manipulate the numbers so they work for us. Whoop, I missed one of them. Hold on.
Forbidden. Our tears and our laughter are water to the soil of the tree of our ancestors who speak through us, and they are running paradigms that you gained
He's
in
afraid
your
of the
childhood.
future. He's afraid of the future is what's happening. He's in his
And
NIJ.
it's okay. It's okay to be afraid, but you're embodying it right now if you're crying and you receive that of yourself because you heard it from yourself. I just sparred you. I didn't spur you. Because I do it
We all
in love.
trust you here and love you, and we're trying to help. Well, everyone's trying to help each
Yes.
other. This is all
He
just
knows
love.
that. That's why he's crying, is because he felt it in his soul that it was true.
Where do you
Yeah.
And
see all this stuff? I don't see anything.
He said, I apologize for being unbalanced and in a panic because I know what has to happen.
Yep.
He said, because Love Remember said, because it's try, this is divine remembering. I said, interrogate on, relax, my friend, because the lacking of the worry about it is what is going to help you. You need to understand that it's just lack. Are you possessing it or not? And if you let go of it, you're no longer possessing it, and you're allowed to do that at any moment. You can put it down. You can put anything down,
Yes.
just like if you're carrying a bowl and you wanted to put the bowl down, you put the bowl down. Same thing in your mind. You can put it down. You don't have to carry it. It's not yours alone to carry, for one, because we're all putting this on a round table, so to speak, and we're looking at it
Yes.
at the same time.
100%.
You don't have to let go of it. You're just presenting it, right? You're giving it to somebody else to hold it with you. If we hold something with 10 hands, it's going to be a lot
No,
easier
it's
to
not.
hold it, right?
Let me tell you something forbidden. My mother was major Christian, okay, and we channeled before she passed. She has been passed for 34 years, and she is a part of why I was allowing myself to get out of the scriptures and go into myself and discover myself, and that's your truth right there. And your father is not slapping you. I mean, you are not slapping him in your face. You are honoring him. You are honoring him.
He's mad about my declaration is what he's mad about.
Oh, he's talking to himself, honey. It's his third ear. He is
He's mad
embodying
at me
this.
for saying I'm God, basically. That's what he's mad
Okay.
about.
Okay, it doesn't matter because everybody can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? The thing is,
Yeah,
whatever you think, and this channel is not here to for this is really not our personal whatever. I don't know. I mean,
absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
not the psychology. But the thing is, you know what the crazy thing is? It's everything. It's everything, but it's not. There's a
Right.
time and a place for certain things, and only spending so much time on certain things. So it's all about the numbers. It's not about me. It's not about you. I just
It's not personal. It's personal, y'all.
so this is what I have, but I'm going to be so check 3, 6, and 9. I shifted the alphabet to understand something a little bit different, right? Remember, I said I'm going to shift the alphabet to start at A6. This time, what I did is I just brought the 3 multiple. 1 between 2 equals to 3. We move A, B, C into what is A3, B6, C9. A is what is 1 and 2, 3. B is 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, 6. And C is what is 2, 7, is what is 3, 6, and 4, 5, 9. This is outside the cube. This here is where the moons come in to connect. This one over here. This is a moon connect. Here is when 3 cubes come in, 2, 3, 4 for the vibration. You know what these 2, 3, 4 go to? 8, 7, and 6. 8 and 2, 7 and 3, 6 and 4, 1, 1, 1. That's how they vibrate between the upper realm and the lower realm. Now, I would continue on, but I'm a little bit tired. I don't like to leave with 10. I think I'm going to take a little nap and come back or join another channel. I don't want to quit, but I'm tired. Aquarius. Yeah, this is very funny that what it is about Aquarius in the second house is that when you come back to Pisces, you've come back into creation again where the waters flow. Where I got this from, oh, I have it in the background. If I had someone to take over, but I don't. I got a lot of videos out there. Where is that? Okay, here it is. Here it is. It's here. So when you look here, the water is flowing, right? This is your third area, and this is Fibonacci. This is how it runs. This is when I eliminated that area and brought these two together. Looks like a little spaceship. When I open it back up, this is the third area. So this is what is the first area and the first area coming together. See, I eliminated this and I brought these two together. You can see them here. You see that here? That's this.
Looks like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it does, eh? That's Fibonacci.
Interesting.
That's the odds and the even numbers, and it still runs through. Because no matter what you do, no matter what numbers you put in a certain spot, like no matter what you do, what you put behind these dots, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because in every game show, they tell you to poke your hand through it, grab and see what's behind there. But everything will be consistent for that realm. And what this is about is what also how we can understand what is one and one, or perhaps an assembly of two numbers coming together. Yeah, but I don't. I have no idea. I'm looking at the comments right now. I have no idea what you all guys built up. It's like, you know what, we had no force in this channel other than to share how numbers associate with numbers. I just want to do numbers with numbers. Keep it light. Let's do numbers with numbers. If there's questions about a time and a place, fine. Is it a royal star? I'll take a look into it. Whatever it is. I want to reshare it so I can understand it and the audience that understands here can understand it. If you have something and I look around and I say, hey, look, I went to this person's channel, everybody knows we all go to each other's channel. I'm not going to do a shout out for every single person whose channel I go out to. And then if I do find something that I'm going to use or something, I'll usually put a comment on that channel right away. You know what I'm saying? Or my name will pop up there and you'll know right away. So I can't keep up to everything I do with everything. I just know I stay considerate and understanding for every possible thing, but I cannot conform to everybody's viewpoints, but I can look at everybody's viewpoints. But this is not a he said, she said. This is about A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. I want to see, like, I look at my board there and I see the 7. Check this out. Check this out. This is what it's all about.
I see the P and the flag there and a bunch of other stuff. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
so I mean, this is what it is right here. This is what I just showed you in the design. This has a certain, so that it's like this: the one, the one, the one, the one. So the algorithm here is going to be 1, 5, 6, 3, 2, 4. 1, 5, 3, 6, 3, 2, 4, 0. One and 6 equals to 7. This here and this here is an algorithmic design that I also have. Let me see if I have this one here. Oh yeah, let me show you this one. I forgot. Let me show you this. Wow, it's been a long time. Check this out. Check this out. This is cool. Man, I'm dreaming of Hold on. Background, take the back. Okay. Spin this, take this, flip the camera over. Yeah, are you guys occupying this space on down below with the Irish kite?
What's an Irish kite?
An Irish kite means things that don't help the channel. Like not, an Irish kite is discussing things that go nowhere. He said, she said. You know, this is not about he said, she said. Too
Right.
much.
It was just it was just an apology, right? I was just trying to apologize to him
I know there's too
because
much in that. If you guys are having, you know, it's family squabbles, you know. Okay, check this out. Hold on.
Hi, Sophia.
Check this out over here. Okay. You see number 14?
Yes.
You see number 7?
Yes.
You see they're the same numbers? So let me see if I can do this.
I find this really interesting because I've never seen you present it this way before.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, the spreadsheet you got.
Yeah, because you know, because I can't see properly, I'm trying to get a darker screen in the back so I can have, like, if you can get me all the white off in there and put it like a different color, it'd be so much better.
Were you not in there last night when he was doing this, Richard? I thought you were in there.
I don't think I was. I was in the chat, the other chat,
Okay.
but I came in late. So
Well, he was in Charlotte's when I kept
Yeah, I
sending
was
you
in
that.
Charlotte's. Yeah.
Okay, so here, check this out. Check this out. So you can hold on a second. So you can see over here between 7, 13, and 14, right? You see the 0714? That's only because we went one level below. It only begins at 142 in level 2. You see over here where the 0 appears, right? Because I'm in level 1. The minute I move into level 2, the second house, Mars, that number 14 goes here. But it's under the 7 days before I get to the ring. So we're still running the poll. Now check this 13 out.
I was
You
going to
know,
say that's where I feel something's there. That's what stands out to me. 13.
yeah, well, it's these are the numbers 7, 13, and then 14. What that is because it's what it is 1 divided by 7, 13, and 14 is these answers. That's what I did. I divided 99 numbers amongst each other to see where the rhythm is. And there's a huge rhythm. You can't see it here, right? But there's a huge rhythm going on. Like you can see in number 13, see 076923. Now check the third one out, 076923. Now check the next one out, 076923. Now what we're going to do is go all the way down here, 076923, 076923, and then 0. Why? Because that's the 13th one, right? And then you're going to go all the way down here, 14 and 13. Look at that, right? The 14th one. Or is that the, hold on a second, where am I? I lost myself. See, it's 07. This one's 07 because it's on the 13th one. I think that's what it is. I have to take a look. Oh, it's on the 15th one. I think that one is. So if that's on the 15th one, that would be 15 divided by 14, which is 2 sevens. You see this one over here and this one over here? Because this one is 2 sevens and this one is 1 7 inside of 14, and that's why they match up after for a single digit. Because every number was brought down to the digits, to the single digit after the decimal. Well, actually, yeah, I think that's what it was. So anyways, this creates a design within itself.
What is 7.38?
Did you see that on there?
Not on there, but just before I came in here.
7.38. Okay, so 38, 37. Okay. You're connecting to a power source, something that was added on. 75, it equates to a power source. The constellations, the hooking up the Vatican doors. Now, I don't know if this was tonight because I don't remember it. I know that the gateway within the cube, what the 7 is, what the 3 and 8 is. The 3 describes 11, and the 8 describes the 2. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1, and 2 equals to 3. Now, the thing about 11 is that when you look at this cube, blank it out. It's Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube has 6 sides. Rubik's Cube has 9 per face, 54. Rubik's Cube has 12 edges. Rubik's Cube has 8 corners. Rubik's Cube has 6 centers. That is 26 cubes, 54 faces. So let me see what that equation is. I don't know what happened to my calculator on here. $54 divided by 26.
So what does the Q mean to you in calculation? We calculate like the Q.
You know what's crazy? 26 divided by 54 is 0.76923. But that's simple because 26 is 13, which is also part of 6 and 1. You know, 13 for the 13 moons? That's how the 26 fits. The 54 face, right, equals to 481, 481 repetitive. Check it out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now
You got 2114 up in the top.
check this out. You know what that is, eh? That basically says God. It's talking about the 26. 54 is the sun. 26 is God. It says the beta sun God. Divided 7th gate, 2 and 4. 240, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have the hump day. But that's irrelevant. Those are just words. They don't count. I want to see. I can't find my calculator. Okay, now I got it. Okay, so yes, so the other one was 13 divided by 27. 13 divided by 27. Oh my God, that's what it is. The thing about 13 and 27 is that every single answer, of what's divided by 13 will equal to 6 numbers. And those 6 numbers will have 0.76923 will equal to 27. There will be 13 numbers in total. 27, half of 27 at 13.5. Anyways, I'm a little tired to keep on going. We're going to start it up another time. Somebody wants to know more about the art. Somebody wants to get involved. Somebody wants to create. Somebody wants to help out this channel. And let me tell you one thing, it's not today, it's every single day. And I'm going to eat my
Thank you for your time and your association.
All of you, much honor and appreciation to being here.
Lovers are forever.
Yep.
At any distance.